To long ago, giant monsters called dinosaurs ruled our world. They walked where we now live, hunt, and sleep. The story begins in the Triassic time, when the first dinosaurs appeared. Small at first, they grew stronger and bigger as years passed. Then came the Jurassic, when massive long necks stretched toward the sky. Their footsteps shook the ground. Fierce hunters with knife-sharp teeth chased their prey through ancient forests. But why did they vanish? Was it a burning rock from space? Did volcanoes fill the sky with ash? Dinosaurs captivate our imagination with their incredible diversity and the mysteries that surround them. These ancient creatures roamed the earth for millions of years, showcasing a wide range of sizes, shapes, and behaviors. Some dinosaurs were towering giants, reaching heights similar to multi-story buildings, while others were small, chicken-like creatures darting through the underbrush. This vast array of forms leads us to wonder about their adaptations, such as how some developed feathers for insulation or display, while others evolved thick scales for protection. Their extinction, occurring around 65 million years ago, adds to the intrigue. Scientists still debate what exactly caused such a dramatic end to a dominant group of animals. Was it a catastrophic asteroid impact, vast volcanic eruptions, or gradual climate changes? Each theory opens up a world of possibilities and raises further questions about the resilience and adaptability of life. Moreover, the fossil evidence left behind fuels our curiosity. Fossils tell us not only about their physical structures, but also about their diets, social interactions, and even their movements. With every new discovery, our understanding of how they lived and interacted with their environment deepens. The imaginative world of dinosaurs is also enriched by their portrayal in popular culture, from movies to books, which shape our ideas about them. This blend of scientific inquiry and cultural fascination keeps dinosaurs at the forefront of curiosity, inviting us to continually explore their existence. The term dinosaur comes from the Greek words meaning terrible lizard. The word was first coined in the 1800s by a British scientist named Richard Owen. He wanted to describe a group of ancient reptiles that were unlike any living creatures. This new class of reptiles included some remarkable animals that roamed the earth millions of years ago. The prefix dino refers to something that is fearsome or terrible. When combined with saur, which means lizard or reptile, the term captures the essence of these creatures as formidable giants of the prehistoric world. Eventually, the way we think about dinosaurs evolved. They are no longer simply seen as lizards, but as a diverse group of animals with a wide range of sizes, shapes, and behaviors. Dinosaurs inhabited the planet during a time known as the Mesozoic era, when they flourished and diversified. Their fascinating legacy continues to captivate us today as we learn more about how they lived, adapted, and interacted with their environment. Understanding the origins of their name helps us appreciate their significance in the history of life on Earth. Dinosaurs have fascinated people for centuries, capturing our imagination in unique ways that resonate with both our curiosity and our instinct for adventure. From the early days of paleontology, as scientists began to uncover fossilized bones hidden beneath the Earth, dinosaurs sparked wonder about creatures that roamed the planet long before humans existed. These massive beings, with their unusual shapes and sizes, presented a world that was alien yet oddly familiar, inviting both fascination and fear. In literature and art, dinosaurs have played pivotal roles in storytelling. They symbolize both the grandeur of prehistoric life and the mysteries of extinction. From classic tales to modern science fiction, dinosaurs often represent a clash between humanity and the primordial forces of nature, posing questions about survival and adaptation. The imaginative interpretations of these creatures, whether as terrifying beasts or as gentle giants, allow us to explore themes of strength, vulnerability, and the passage of time. The impact of film and media has amplified this fascination. Movies featuring dinosaurs have brought these ancient animals to life with stunning visuals and thrilling scenarios. Iconic films have shaped popular perceptions, turning dinosaurs into cultural icons. These stories allow audiences to engage with the past in a dynamic way, where science meets spectacle, leading us to ponder not just what existed, but what our world could be like if these creatures were still around. Additionally, dinosaurs have played an essential role in education. They serve as a gateway to teaching important scientific concepts, from evolution to geology. Museums display impressive skeletons and interactive exhibits, sparking curiosity and encouraging young minds to explore the wonders of science. In this way, dinosaurs bridge the past with the present, nurturing a love for learning and discovery. Overall, the ways dinosaurs have captured human imagination reflect our enduring quest to uncover the mysteries of life, understand our place in the universe, and confront the unknown. Whether through story, science, or the thrill of discovery, these magnificent creatures remind us of the rich tapestry of history that formed our planet and encourage us to think about the future. Our journey to understand dinosaurs began in the early 1900s when scientists first unearthed fossilized bones and sought to piece together these ancient creatures. Initially, many believed that dinosaurs were slow-moving, lethargic reptiles, similar to modern-day lizards. Early illustrations often depicted them with sprawling limbs and a heavy, bulky build. However, as paleontologists began analyzing their fossilized remains more closely, a fascinating evolution of thought emerged. With advancements in technology and techniques, including more precise fossil excavation methods and the use of imaging technology, scientists gained deeper insight into dinosaur anatomy and behavior. This led to the realization that some dinosaurs were much more agile and active than previously thought. Instead of being simply lumbering giants, many dinosaurs exhibited features suggestive of speed and agility, with some resembling modern birds in their structure and movements. The discovery of feathers on certain dinosaur species sparked a significant change in how we view their relationship with birds. This connection shifted the narrative to suggest that dinosaurs were not merely extinct reptiles, but rather complex creatures with a diverse range of adaptations. Some could glide, some were social, and others were fierce predators, showcasing a level of diversity in lifestyles and habitats that mirrored the variety of life we see today. Moreover, studying ecosystems that existed during the age of dinosaurs has opened our eyes to their environmental interactions. Fossil evidence has shown us that dinosaurs lived in varied climates and landscapes, from lush jungles to arid deserts, and developed different survival strategies accordingly. With each new discovery, including remnants of nests, footprints, and even evidence of social behavior, our understanding of how dinosaurs lived and interacted has grown immensely. Today, dinosaurs are recognized as a dynamic part of Earth's evolutionary history, not just as ancient giants, but as creatures with intricate behaviors, diverse diets, and adaptations that shape their existence. The perspective continues to shift as new evidence challenges old assumptions, painting a richer and more complex picture of life during the age of dinosaurs. Our understanding is a living discipline, always adapting to the latest discoveries, much like the species we study. The Mesozoic era, often referred to as the Age of Dinosaurs, spans a substantial period in Earth's history, lasting for about 180 million years. This era is divided into three main periods: the Triassic, Jurassic, and Cretaceous, each with its own unique climate and life forms. During the Mesozoic, the planet's continents were aligned very differently than they are today. They were primarily grouped together, forming a supercontinent known as Pangaea during the early part of this era. As time progressed, Pangaea began to break apart, leading to the formation of distinct landmasses. This continental drift significantly influenced the development of various ecosystems and allowed for the emergence of diverse plant and animal species. One of the defining features of the Mesozoic is the rise of reptiles, particularly dinosaurs, which dominated terrestrial environments. Dinosaurs came in many shapes and sizes, from the towering, long-necked giants who munched on leaves to the swift, agile predators that roamed the land in search of food. Alongside them, other reptiles like pterosaurs soared through the skies, while marine reptiles took to the oceans, showcasing an incredible range of adaptations. The climate during this era was generally warmer than today, with no ice caps at the poles. This warmth created lush environments, fostering a variety of plant life, including the first flowering plants that emerged towards the end of the Mesozoic. These changes in flora provided new food sources, which in turn influenced the evolution of herbivorous dinosaurs and the creatures that preyed on them. The Mesozoic era came to a dramatic end about 66 million years ago, marked by a mass extinction event that wiped out a significant portion of life on Earth, including the majority of dinosaurs. This event was likely triggered by a combination of catastrophic events, including a massive asteroid impact and intense volcanic activity. The aftermath of this extinction paved the way for mammals to rise in prominence, leading into the era we know as the Cenozoic, often referred to as the Age of Mammals. The Mesozoic era remains a fascinating chapter in Earth's history, representing a time of astonishing transformation and the dominance of reptiles on land, sea, and air. The Mesozoic era, which lasted for millions of years, is often called the Age of Dinosaurs because it was during this time that these incredible creatures dominated the Earth. The Mesozoic spanned three periods: the Triassic, Jurassic, and Cretaceous. In each of these periods, dinosaurs flourished and evolved into numerous species, becoming the dominant land animals. During the Triassic period, dinosaurs began to appear and diversify. They coexisted with other reptiles and early mammals, gradually becoming the leading group of terrestrial vertebrates. By the Jurassic period, dinosaurs were the most common large animals on land, evolving into massive sauropods and fierce predators. This period also witnessed their spread into a variety of ecological niches, suggesting a rich and diverse ecosystem. The Cretaceous period marked the height of dinosaur diversity. Some dinosaurs reached enormous sizes, while others became smaller and more agile. Their habitats expanded across continents, where they lived in lush forests and open plains. The variety in their adaptations, some were herbivores while others were carnivores, demonstrates their evolution and survival strategies. The era ended dramatically with a mass extinction event believed to be linked to a massive asteroid impact. This event led to the extinction of these magnificent creatures, but their legacy continues. The Mesozoic era is not only a testament to the reign of dinosaurs, but also to the complex web of life that existed alongside them. This period laid the groundwork for the evolution of birds and other species, marking a significant chapter in Earth's history. The Mesozoic era, often known as the Age of Dinosaurs, spanned from about 253 million years ago to about 66 million years ago. This era was marked by significant geological and climatic shifts that shaped the Earth as we know it today. During the Mesozoic, the position of continents was very different from where they are now. They were mostly gathered together to form a supercontinent called Pangaea. This massive land structure gradually began to break apart during the era. As continents drifted apart, they created new ocean basins, modifying ocean currents and climate patterns. This shifting geography led to a variety of habitats across the world. The climate of the Mesozoic was generally warmer than today, with much of the planet lacking polar ice caps. The higher temperatures contributed to a greenhouse effect caused by increased levels of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. This warmth fostered lush plant life, including ferns and cycads, which dominated the landscapes. Forests became widespread, allowing diverse animal life, particularly the dinosaurs, to thrive. In addition to warmth, the Mesozoic also saw changes in sea levels. Periods of global warming resulted in higher sea levels, which flooded many low-lying areas, leading to widespread shallow seas that harbored rich marine ecosystems. These seas provided new environments for marine reptiles, ammonites, and other ocean-dwelling creatures. Towards the end of the Mesozoic, significant events began to alter the geological landscape. The rise of flowering plants marked a notable shift in vegetation. This evolutionary advancement altered food sources for many terrestrial animals and led to important ecological changes. The Mesozoic era was characterized by warm climates, diverse habitats, and major geological transformations, all of which allowed for the evolution and domination of various life forms, including dinosaurs, on the planet. These dynamic conditions helped shape the Earth's history and set the stage for future geological and ecological developments. The Triassic period marked a significant turning point in the history of life on Earth. It began after a mass extinction that occurred at the end of the previous era, leading to the disappearance of many species. This dramatic change created new opportunities for survival and evolution. As the world warmed and the environment shifted, life gradually began to flourish again. The fossil record tells us that during the Triassic, reptiles became the dominant land animals, evolving into various forms. This era saw the rise of the first dinosaurs, which would eventually become the most iconic group of animals in Earth's history. Additionally, the Triassic witnessed the emergence of the earliest mammals, small creatures that would later diversify and evolve into many of the species we know today. In the oceans, life was also thriving anew. Coral reefs began to re-establish themselves, marking a return to a marine ecosystem rich in diversity. Fish continued to evolve with the emergence of new kinds that adapted to various ecological niches. The climate during this period was generally warm and dry, influenced by significant geological changes, such as the breakup of the supercontinent Pangaea. Overall, the beginning of the Triassic period was a time of rebuilding and rebirth for life on Earth, setting the stage for the complex ecosystems we would come to recognize in the following ages. It was a pivotal era that set the foundation for the incredible array of life that would continue to evolve and adapt in the coming millions of years. The supercontinent Pangaea played a crucial role during the Triassic period, marking a significant chapter in Earth's geological history. Imagine a time when nearly all of Earth's landmass was combined into one vast area, creating a unique environment. This enormous landmass brought together various climates and ecosystems, leading to both opportunities and challenges for life. Pangaea's formation meant that many species could spread across vast distances, facilitating the sharing of flora and fauna. Plants, trees, and animals that evolved in one area could adapt and thrive in regions they would have never reached if the continents had remained separated. This connectivity allowed for the evolution of new species and complex ecosystems, setting the stage for diversification in the ages to come. However, Pangaea also created significant environmental shifts. The continent's size altered weather patterns and contributed to extreme climates, leading to hot deserts in the interior regions. These harsh conditions influenced which species could survive, shaping the evolutionary pathways for many organisms. As life adapted to these changes, some groups flourished, while others faced extinction. By the end of the Triassic period, Pangaea began to break apart, forcing species to adapt once more to new and divergent environments. This breakup set the foundation for the modern continents we know today and initiated new phases of evolutionary development, leading to the incredible diversity of life that would emerge in subsequent periods. Thus, the significance of Pangaea during the Triassic was a powerful blend of connection and separation, driving evolution and shaping the planet's biological heritage. The earliest dinosaurs emerged during the Triassic period, which began about 250 million years ago. In this time, life on Earth was rebounding from a mass extinction event, and it was during this evolutionary resurgence that dinosaurs first appeared. Among the earliest known dinosaur species were small, bipedal creatures that thrived in lush, warm environments. One of the key early dinosaurs is called Eoraptor, which is believed to have lived around the beginning of the Triassic. This small, agile dinosaur was about the size of a dog, with long legs that made it a fast runner. Eoraptor was a carnivore, likely feeding on insects and small vertebrates, showcasing some of the first adaptations that would lead to the more diverse dinosaur lineages in later periods. Another notable early dinosaur was Herrerasaurus, recognizable by its more robust build. It was slightly larger than Eoraptor and had powerful jaws filled with sharp teeth, indicating a predatory lifestyle. These early dinosaurs were primarily small and nimble, adapting to the ecological niches available as they began to dominate land ecosystems. As the Triassic progressed, these initial species set the stage for the explosive diversification of dinosaurs in the Jurassic period. The earliest dinosaurs were pivotal, evolving traits that would become the signature characteristics of their descendants, showcasing the incredible adaptability and resilience of life in a rapidly changing world. During the Triassic period, which spanned from about 253 to 248 million years ago, dinosaurs began to emerge and evolve. This era was pivotal, laying the foundation for the diverse range of dinosaurs that would dominate the Mesozoic era. Initially, the world was vastly different. After the largest mass extinction event in Earth's history, many ecological niches were left open. A variety of small reptiles, which included the earliest dinosaurs, seized this opportunity. At that time, the continents were joined together in a supercontinent known as Pangaea. This massive land area created a variety of different environments, from arid deserts to lush wetlands. This variety encouraged different evolutionary paths. The Triassic saw the development of crucial traits in early dinosaurs, such as upright limbs that allowed for greater mobility and agility. This adaptation was important as it helped them escape predators and pursue prey with greater efficiency. Another factor was the emergence of the first true dinosaurs, characterized by their unique skeletal structure and body plan. These early dinosaurs diversified into various forms, some evolving into plant eaters and others into carnivores. This foundational split set in motion complex food webs and interactions in ecosystems. As the Triassic progressed, some dinosaur groups began to display more advanced features. For instance, the development of stronger jaws and more efficient lungs hinted at the adaptability that would allow them to thrive in changing conditions. By the end of the Triassic, dinosaurs were starting to fill various ecological roles, ensuring their dominance in the subsequent Jurassic and Cretaceous periods. So, the changes taking place during the Triassic weren't just significant in their own right. They were crucial for shaping the future. The adaptations and survival strategies that evolved in this time created a blueprint for the grand age of dinosaurs that followed. This evolutionary groundwork set the stage for a vibrant diversity of species, which would take on numerous forms and inhabit every corner of the planet for millions of years. The Jurassic period, which lasted for approximately 150 million years, was a remarkable time for evolution on Earth. Dinosaurs emerged as the dominant land animals, showcasing incredible diversity and size. While the earlier Triassic period had already introduced dinosaurs, the Jurassic saw them flourish, with species ranging from small, agile hunters to enormous herbivores towering over the landscape. This dominance was made possible by favorable environmental conditions, which included warm climates and abundant vegetation. In addition to dinosaurs, the Jurassic period was significant for the evolution of marine life. The oceans teemed with unique creatures such as ichthyosaurs, which resembled modern dolphins, and plesiosaurs, known for their long necks and broad bodies. These marine reptiles were not dinosaurs, but shared the oceans with them, showcasing the varied life forms that thrived in the water. Birds began to make their appearance during this period too, evolving from small theropod dinosaurs. The first birds had feathers and developed features that would allow for flight, marking a significant leap forward in the evolutionary chain. This adaptation opened up new ecological niches and altered the dynamics of ecosystems. Plant life also underwent substantial changes. The Jurassic was characterized by the domination of gymnosperms, especially cycads and conifers. These hardy plants adapted well to the warm climate and created lush landscapes, forming the foundation of food chains that sustained the diverse animal populations. The Jurassic period was a critical time for evolution, marked by the rise of dinosaurs, the emergence of early birds, and the diversification of marine reptiles and plant life. These evolutionary advancements shaped the planet's ecosystems and laid the groundwork for future developments in the Mesozoic era. During the Jurassic period, which occurred millions of years ago, the continents were not in their current positions. Instead, they drifted apart from a supercontinent called Pangaea. This gradual movement had a significant impact on the distribution of dinosaur species. As Pangaea split, landmasses such as Laurasia in the north and Gondwana in the south began to form. The separation of these large land areas created barriers that influenced how dinosaurs could travel and spread. Species that thrived in one region faced challenges in migrating to others, leading to isolated populations. In these separated land masses, dinosaurs adapted to their specific environments. For instance, in Laurasia, dinosaurs such as the early theropods and some herbivorous species like the iguanodons evolved distinctly from those in Gondwana. The changing climates and geographies, including mountain ranges and coastlines, created varied habitats that drove these adaptations. Moreover, as the continents continued to drift, oceans formed between them. These vast bodies of water separated populations even further, preventing interbreeding and promoting the development of unique species in each region. This isolation is crucial in understanding how different dinosaur lineages emerged and thrived in distinct parts of the world. As time passed, the combination of continental drift and the unique environments of each landmass led to a rich diversity of dinosaurs. Some developed into enormous sauropods, while others became fierce predators. This vast variety reflects how interconnected geological and biological processes shaped the age of dinosaurs during the Jurassic period. During the Jurassic period, a diverse array of iconic dinosaur species roamed the Earth, showcasing the remarkable evolution and adaptation of these prehistoric creatures. One of the most well-known is the Brachiosaurus, a massive, long-necked herbivore that could reach towering heights as it foraged for vegetation high in the treetops. Its long legs and unique body structure set it apart from other dinosaurs, allowing it to thrive in the lush, forested environments of that time. Another remarkable dinosaur is the Stegosaurus, known for its distinctive plates lining its back and the spiked tail it used for defense. This dinosaur was a smaller herbivore that moved slowly, but had a unique appearance that captured the imagination of many. Predatory dinosaurs also played a crucial role during the Jurassic, with the Allosaurus standing out as a formidable hunter. This carnivore was known for its sharp claws and teeth, which helped it take down large prey. It likely hunted in packs, making it a skilled predator of the era. These examples highlight just a fraction of the diverse dinosaur life that thrived during the Jurassic period, a time when these fascinating creatures were not only surviving, but also evolving into various forms that would lay the groundwork for the future of dinosaurs in subsequent periods. The variety of species, from gigantic plant eaters to agile predators, paints a vivid picture of a dynamic ecosystem filled with life. Flora played a crucial role in shaping the Jurassic ecosystem, which was a vibrant and diverse period for dinosaurs. During this time, plants weren't just the backdrop, they were the foundation of life. The Jurassic period saw the rise of a variety of plant species, including ferns, cycads, and the first true flowering plants. These plants provided essential food sources, shaping the diets of herbivorous dinosaurs, which in turn influenced the behaviors and traits of carnivorous species. The massive sauropods, for instance, roamed the land, stretching their long necks to reach the treetops, feeding on the abundant foliage. Their size and feeding habits drove the evolution of various plant forms, encouraging the growth of tall trees that could escape the reach of these giants. In turn, this created a complex food web where different species of plants evolved to adapt to the browsing habits of herbivores. Moreover, plants contributed to the habitat and environment in significant ways. They helped moderate the climate, retained water, and provided shelter for smaller creatures, creating an ecosystem rich in biodiversity. This interdependence meant that when climate changes or environmental shifts occurred, the extinction or emergence of specific plant species could have cascading effects on dinosaur populations. By producing oxygen and providing nutrients, flora not only supported life, but also shaped the very landscape dinosaurs inhabited. The Jurassic plant life was essential for not just survival, but also for the intricate relationships that defined this dynamic prehistoric world. During the Cretaceous period, which lasted for millions of years, dinosaurs were incredibly diverse. This era saw the rise of numerous species, adapting to a wide range of environments across the globe. Imagine a vast landscape filled with towering trees, lush vegetation, and varied climates, from hot deserts to swampy wetlands. Dinosaurs flourished in these diverse ecosystems, filling many ecological roles. In the Cretaceous, you could find massive herbivores like the long-necked sauropods, which grazed on treetops. Then there were armored dinosaurs, such as ankylosaurs, using their tough bodies as protection against predators. The iconic Tyrannosaurus rex and its relatives roamed as formidable carnivores, showcasing powerful physiques and sharp teeth designed for hunting. Flying reptiles, known as pterosaurs, soared above, while smaller dinosaurs like velociraptors hunted in packs, demonstrating varied strategies for survival. Additionally, the oceans teemed with marine reptiles, some of which were larger than any dinosaur on land. This diversity wasn't just about size, it also included different shapes, behaviors, and diets, illustrating the adaptability of dinosaurs to their habitats. As climate and geography shifted during the Cretaceous, some species thrived, while others went extinct, leading to the emergence of new forms. By the end of this period, the vast array of dinosaurs highlights how evolution sculpted life in a world that was vibrant, dynamic, and full of contrasts. The Cretaceous period was a significant time for dinosaur evolution and adaptation, showcasing a fascinating chapter in the history of life on Earth. During this period, which spanned over a stretch of 100 million years, dinosaurs underwent dramatic changes to adapt to their environments. One of the notable features of the Cretaceous period was the diversification of dinosaurs into various forms and sizes. While earlier periods had already seen the rise of dinosaurs, the Cretaceous brought about a wide array of species, each adapting to different ecological niches. Some adapted to herbivorous diets, developing specialized teeth and digestive systems to accommodate a variety of plant life. Others became formidable carnivores, evolving sharp teeth and claws to effectively hunt and capture prey. This period saw the emergence of some of the most iconic dinosaurs, including the massive Tyrannosaurus rex and the long-necked Brachiosaurus. In addition to physical adaptations, the changing climate and geography during the Cretaceous influenced dinosaur evolution. As continents shifted and climate patterns changed, new habitats emerged. This allowed dinosaurs to capitalize on different food sources and environments. For instance, some dinosaurs adapted to life in coastal areas, displaying features ideal for navigating marshy lands or even shallow waters. Moreover, the Cretaceous also played a crucial role in the development of reproductive strategies. Dinosaurs began to exhibit behaviors similar to modern birds, including nesting and caring for their young. Fossil evidence indicates that some species, like the oviraptor, showcased parental care, suggesting a complex social structure and a stronger emphasis on the survival of offspring. Finally, the end of the Cretaceous period, marked by a mass extinction event, led to the eventual decline of many dinosaur species. This extinction was likely caused by a combination of catastrophic events, including the impact of a large asteroid and volcanic activity. Interestingly, some dinosaurs did survive this event, giving rise to the avian lineage, which leads to modern birds. Thus, the Cretaceous period not only shaped the dinosaurs that lived during its time, but also laid the groundwork for future evolutionary paths. During the Cretaceous period, which spans from roughly 145 million years ago to about 66 million years ago, dinosaurs underwent significant evolution and diversification, particularly when comparing the early and late phases. In the early Cretaceous, dinosaurs were characterized by a diversity of large herbivores and predatory species, such as the long-necked sauropods and the agile theropods. This period saw the dominance of relatively small dinosaurs, with many of their physical and behavioral traits being more primitive compared to those that appeared later. As the late Cretaceous approached, roughly from about 110 million years ago onward, the dinosaur landscape dramatically shifted. This era featured an explosion of new species, including some of the most iconic and recognizable dinosaurs, like the enormous Tyrannosaurus rex and the armored Ankylosaurus. One of the most noticeable changes was the emergence of larger body sizes and more advanced features, such as complex social behaviors, sophisticated hunting strategies, and more varied ecological niches. For instance, while early Cretaceous had primarily small to medium-sized predators, the late Cretaceous was marked by enormous carnivores that possessed advanced physical adaptations for hunting. Additionally, late Cretaceous dinosaurs often displayed more diverse forms of feather-like structures, which suggests a potential origin of modern birds. While early dinosaurs might have seemed more reptilian and less specialized, the later species reflected a dynamic evolutionary response to their environments. Climate changes and the shifting continental positions also influenced the ecosystems, allowing for greater biodiversity within dinosaur communities. While early Cretaceous dinosaurs were more rudimentary in their adaptations and body sizes, the late Cretaceous showcased remarkable evolutionary advancements, leading to a wide array of species that displayed greater complexity in behavior and physiology. This transition indicates an evolutionary journey marked by both resilience and innovation, setting the stage for what would ultimately shape the perception of dinosaurs we hold today. Dinosaurs were remarkable creatures with a wide variety of impressive physical features that adapted them to their environments. One of the most striking characteristics was their size. Some dinosaurs, like the long-necked sauropods, grew to be enormous, tall enough to rival the height of a multi-story building. Their massive bodies were supported by thick, sturdy legs, which allowed them to support their weight and move with surprising grace. Another fascinating feature was their skulls. The skulls of many dinosaurs, such as the famous Tyrannosaurus rex, were large and powerful, equipped with teeth designed for their specific diets. While some had sharp teeth, perfect for tearing flesh, others had flat teeth, ideal for grinding plants, showcasing nature's ingenious design for survival. Not only did these skulls protect their brains, but they also housed complex nasal passages that likely enhanced their sense of smell. Dinosaurs also exhibited a fascinating variety of armor and protective features. Some, like the Ankylosaurs, were covered in thick, bony plates that acted as natural shields against predators. Others, like the spiked Stegosaurus, had distinctive spines or plates along their backs that could have been used for display, temperature regulation, or defense. Feathers were another incredible feature present in many dinosaurs, particularly theropods, which include the ancestors of modern birds. This indicates that feathers originally evolved for purposes other than flight, such as insulation or display, and later adapted for various uses. Imagine vibrant feathers decorating some dinosaurs, adding splashes of color to their appearance. Finally, many dinosaurs had unique adaptations, such as long tails, which could balance their heavy bodies or serve as weapons or defensive tools against threats. This combination of size, specialized features, and diversity made dinosaurs some of the most awe-inspiring animals to walk the earth, highlighting their ability to thrive in various ecosystems millions of years ago. Dinosaurs were remarkable survivors, finding ways to thrive in an incredibly diverse range of environments across the planet. Their adaptations allowed them to fit into different roles, much like different instruments in an orchestra, each contributing to a complex ecosystem. To begin with, some dinosaurs evolved to become herbivores, meaning they primarily ate plants. These creatures often had specialized teeth and jaws suited for stripping leaves or grinding tough vegetation. For instance, the long-necked sauropods could reach high into trees for food, taking advantage of resources other dinosaurs couldn't access. Their massive size also provided protection from predators. On the other hand, some dinosaurs took on a carnivorous lifestyle, hunting smaller animals or scavenging from dead creatures. These predators had sharp, serrated teeth and powerful limbs, allowing them to chase and capture prey. Their keen eyesight and acute senses made them efficient hunters. The theropods, the group that includes the famous Tyrannosaurus rex, showcase how these adaptations made them formidable in their environments. Additionally, some dinosaurs adapted to a life that straddled both plant-eating and predatory behaviors, displaying traits allowing them to occupy a unique space in the food web. For example, the Ornithischians included dinosaurs that could be both grazers and occasional scavengers, using their adaptability to make the most of their surroundings. Dinosaurs also adapted to different climates. Those living in colder regions often developed thicker skin or feathers for insulation, while species in warmer areas had adaptations that helped them deal with the heat, such as larger body sizes that might aid in temperature regulation. In terms of behavior, some dinosaurs exhibited social structures, forming herds for protection or migration. This not only enhanced their chances of survival, but also allowed for more efficient food gathering. The diverse anatomical features, feeding strategies, and social behaviors of dinosaurs show just how skillful they were at adapting to various ecological niches, making them some of the most versatile creatures the Earth has ever known. This remarkable adaptability contributed significantly to their dominance on our planet for millions of years. To understand the social behavior and communication of dinosaurs, scientists gather evidence from various sources, including fossils, trackways, and comparisons to modern animals. Fossilized remains often display patterns that suggest dinosaurs lived in groups. For instance, large herds of certain plant-eating dinosaurs have been found together, indicating they may have traveled in packs, possibly for protection against predators or to increase their feeding efficiency. Trackways, which are fossilized footprints, provide insight into how dinosaurs moved and interacted with one another. When multiple sets of tracks overlap, it suggests that these creatures walked together, hinting at social behavior. For example, some tracks reveal that young dinosaurs often walked alongside adults, which could indicate parental care and social bonds within family groups. Additionally, certain fossilized structures, like nests, reveal more about their behavior. Findings of communal nesting sites suggest that some dinosaurs cared for their young in groups, akin to the way some birds do today. This type of social structure could offer protection against predators and increase the chances of survival for the young. When considering communication, scientists look at physical features like crests, horns, and colors found on fossil remains. These features might have been used for display and signaling among dinosaurs, similar to how birds or reptiles communicate today. For instance, bright colors or decorative features might have played a role in attracting mates or asserting dominance within a group. Evidence from fossils, footprints, nesting patterns, and anatomical features helps construct a picture of how dinosaurs may have interacted socially and communicated within their groups, highlighting that they were likely more complex in their behaviors than we once thought. Dinosaurs displayed a variety of fascinating reproductive strategies that helped ensure the survival of their species. Most dinosaurs are believed to have laid eggs, similar to modern birds and reptiles. The size, shape, and arrangement of these eggs could vary significantly based on the species. Some dinosaurs, like the large herbivores, laid clusters of eggs in nesting grounds, creating communal nesting sites. This grouping likely provided safety in numbers, as the eggs could be watched over by multiple adults, making it harder for predators to snatch them away. In contrast, certain smaller dinosaur species may have adopted a more solitary approach, with females laying eggs in hidden locations to reduce the risk of detection. The nests were often built using vegetation, providing some insulation and protection. Dinosaur eggs could be quite diverse, ranging from small and textured to large and smooth, reflecting their different environments and parenting styles. Interestingly, some evidence suggests that certain species exhibited care beyond egg-laying. Fossilized nests have revealed that some dinosaur parents may have guarded their young or even helped them hatch. This parental investment, akin to what we see in some birds today, would have greatly increased the chances of survival for the hatchlings in a world where dangers lurked at every corner. Additionally, the reproductive strategies could also involve elaborate courtship displays. Some species might have engaged in visual signals or sounds, similar to how birds conduct their mating rituals, ensuring that strong and healthy individuals passed on their genes. Dinosaurs showcased an intriguing array of reproductive strategies, from communal nesting and parental care to solitary egg-laying and intriguing courtship behaviors. These adaptations reflect their diverse lifestyles and environments, highlighting the complex ecology of the age of dinosaurs. Predator-prey relationships played a crucial role in shaping the evolution of dinosaurs over millions of years. Just like today, the struggle between predators and their prey was a significant driving force behind many adaptations in these ancient creatures. As dinosaurs emerged, those that hunted for food developed sharp teeth, strong claws, and speed to catch their prey. This necessitated a corresponding evolution among prey species, which adapted to escape danger. These adaptations included developing quicker reflexes, better camouflage to hide from predators, and even protective features like armor or spikes. Furthermore, these interactions influenced the size and behavior of various dinosaur species. Predators often grew larger and more formidable, which prompted prey to evolve in size too, sometimes resulting in massive creatures that could defend themselves or simply outrun their pursuers. This back-and-forth competition is known as an evolutionary arms race, an ongoing battle where each group constantly adapts to the innovations of the other. Not only did this dynamic promote physical changes, but it also led to behavioral developments. Many dinosaurs became more social, forming packs for hunting or traveling in groups for protection against predators. This social structure may have increased their survival chances and led to more complex interactions. The presence of predators could also affect the distribution of prey species, pushing them into different habitats to escape danger. In turn, these shifting populations could lead to new evolutionary paths as they adapted to their new environments. Over time, as the competition and cooperation between predator and prey evolved, they produced a rich tapestry of life that filled the Earth during the age of dinosaurs. Ultimately, predator-prey relationships were not just about survival. They sparked an incredible diversity of adaptations and behaviors that defined the age of dinosaurs, setting the stage for the ecosystems that would follow in the wake of their extinction. Dinosaurs were remarkable creatures, and many developed adaptations that made them efficient predators. One key feature was their sharp teeth, designed for tearing flesh rather than grinding plants. These teeth allowed them to grip and rip their prey effectively. Another crucial adaptation was their keen senses. Some dinosaurs, like the velociraptor, likely had excellent vision, much like birds today. This sharp eyesight helped them spot prey from a distance, while an acute sense of smell could alert them to the presence of other animals, both potential prey and rivals. Their powerful legs enabled quick movements. This agility was vital for chasing down prey or evading larger predators. Some of the faster species could reach impressive speeds, making them formidable hunters. Additionally, many predators had specialized body structures. For instance, bulky arms with strong claws were effective for grasping and holding on to struggling prey. This physical strength, coupled with agility, created a balanced hunting package that enabled predators to be successful in various environments. Finally, social behavior also played a role in their hunting techniques. Some dinosaurs, like certain species of theropods, may have hunted in packs. This teamwork would allow them to strategize and hunt larger prey more effectively than they could alone. Overall, these adaptations combined to create highly effective predators, allowing them to thrive in their environments and dominate the ecosystems of their time. Herbivorous dinosaurs had a variety of impressive strategies to protect themselves from predators. First and foremost, many of these creatures were enormous. Their large size served as a natural deterrent to potential threats. For instance, the sheer weight and stature of dinosaurs, like the long-necked sauropods, made them hard to tackle, as few predators would dare to take on such massive animals. In addition to size, many herbivores developed physical adaptations that enhanced their defense. Some had thick, armored skin or bony plates that acted as shields. Ankylosaurs, for example, were covered in tough scales and sported spikes on their backs, making them difficult for predators to bite into. Other species, like the Triceratops, had formidable horns that not only protected them, but could also be used to charge or fend off attackers with powerful thrusts. Social behavior played a crucial role in defense as well. Many herbivorous dinosaurs traveled in herds, providing safety in numbers. When predators approached, the herd could form a circle, facing outward with their young and vulnerable ones protected in the center. This cooperative strategy meant that any potential threat had to deal with multiple individuals, making it much harder to single out a target. Lastly, some dinosaurs employed speed and agility as a defense mechanism. Smaller herbivores had the advantage of being quick on their feet, allowing them to flee at the first sign of danger. Their ability to run away quickly gave them a fighting chance against larger predators. Herbivorous dinosaurs relied on a combination of size, physical defenses, social strategies, and speed to protect themselves from predators. Each of these methods showcases the remarkable adaptations these ancient creatures developed to survive in a world filled with danger. When discussing the largest dinosaurs to have ever roamed our planet, we often think of the sauropods. These creatures were massive, gently moving giants that had long necks and tails, allowing them to reach high into trees for food or graze on low vegetation. The Argentinosaurus is frequently mentioned as one of the largest. Imagine an animal longer than a city bus, with a mass comparable to that of several elephants combined. Its size is a testament to the sheer scale these creatures could achieve. Another contender is the Patagoteton, which is known for its incredible length that could reach up to the length of 3 school buses. Additionally, the Brachiosaurus, known for its long front legs, stood taller than most others, allowing it to stretch its neck high into the canopies. Each of these giants had unique adaptations that allowed them to thrive in their environments, but their sheer size remains a fascinating aspect of what life once looked like on Earth. Despite being enormous, they were herbivores, spending their days munching on plants, which contributed to their tremendous growth. The legacy of these colossal beings continues to intrigue scientists, revealing insights into not just their biology, but also the ecosystems of the prehistoric world. The exploration of their fossils provides not only evidence of their immense size, but also a glimpse into the diverse lives they led millions of years ago. When we think about massive creatures, their size can greatly impact the way they live and the habitats they occupy. For these giants, having a large body means they often require vast amounts of space and resources. In the wild, larger animals are typically found in more extensive territories where they can find enough food and water to sustain themselves. These territories provide the necessary room for movement and for establishing social structures which are essential for their survival. Additionally, a larger body often means a unique diet. For instance, massive herbivores need to consume enormous quantities of vegetation each day. This requires habitats rich in plant life, such as forests or grasslands, where they can graze or browse on available foliage. The abundance of food directly influences their lifestyle, as they may spend significant portions of their day foraging, chewing, and digesting their meals. In terms of lifestyle, the size of these creatures also plays a role in their interactions with other species. Larger animals often have fewer natural predators, which allows them greater freedom to roam their environment. They establish their own social hierarchies within groups, displaying complex behaviors that smaller animals may not need. This social structure often revolves around maintaining order within their groups and protecting their young from potential threats. However, being large comes with challenges too. Massive creatures need to find enough water, especially in arid environments, which can dictate their migratory patterns. Furthermore, their size requires them to expend more energy, impacting their reproductive cycles and the care they provide for their offspring. Raising young takes a considerable amount of time and resources, leading to longer developmental periods before they reach maturity. Ultimately, the massive size of these creatures shapes their entire way of life, from their habitats to their diets and social interactions. It is a fascinating balance between the advantages of size and the struggles it introduces, all of which reveal the intricate relationship between an animal's physical characteristics and its environment. The incredible size of dinosaurs has fascinated scientists for decades, and several theories have emerged to explain how these massive creatures evolved. One prominent idea is that their enormous size provided significant advantages for survival. Larger animals often have fewer predators and access to greater resources, such as food. The sheer bulk of giants like the long-necked sauropods enabled them to reach high into trees for leaves, gaining an edge in competition for food with smaller herbivores. Another theory focuses on the metabolic processes of dinosaurs. Unlike many modern reptiles, which grow slowly, some research suggests that certain dinosaurs had higher metabolic rates, allowing them to grow more rapidly. This energy-efficient growth could have been fueled by their herbivorous diet, which was rich in plant materials available during their time. Being larger could also help in temperature regulation. Larger bodies retain heat better, which is particularly beneficial in cooler environments. Additionally, the evolutionary pressures of their environment played a crucial role. During the Mesozoic era, the Earth underwent significant climatic changes, leading to lush vegetation and diverse ecosystems. In such rich environments, being larger allowed dinosaurs to thrive as they could dominate their habitats and adapt quickly to changes in resources and competition. Lastly, reproductive strategies may have influenced their size. Larger dinosaurs might have been able to produce more offspring or provide better protection to their young, ensuring the continuation of their lineage. Overall, the evolution of size in dinosaurs likely resulted from a combination of survival advantages, metabolic efficiency, environmental conditions, and reproductive success, all intertwining to create the breathtaking variety and scale of these ancient giants. When we think of flying dinosaurs, many people picture creatures soaring through the skies like modern birds. However, the term flying dinosaurs can be misleading, as the actual flying reptiles that lived during the age of the dinosaurs were not dinosaurs at all. These remarkable beings are known as pterosaurs. Pterosaurs were a diverse group of flying reptiles with wings made of a skin-like membrane stretched over a long fourth finger. Some of them were quite large, with wingspans reaching lengths comparable to small airplanes, while others were much smaller, possibly the size of a sparrow. One common myth is that pterosaurs were the ancestors of modern birds. In reality, birds evolved separately from a different group of reptiles, though they share a common ancestor deep in the evolutionary tree. Another misconception is that all pterosaurs had the same flying capabilities as contemporary birds. While some pterosaurs could glide gracefully, others may have struggled to take to the air. Their flight styles varied widely. Some were powerful soarers that relied on thermals, which are rising columns of warm air, while others might have been flapping flyers, similar to how bats fly today. A fascinating truth about pterosaurs is their diversity in diet. They were not just fish eaters, which is a common image. Some pterosaurs were equipped with long beaks perfect for snatching fish, while others had more robust jaws suitable for catching larger prey or even scavenging. Their adaptations were key to their survival in various ecosystems, much like today's birds. Additionally, it is essential to address the question of size. While we often envision gigantic pterosaurs, not all of them were titanic. The smallest pterosaurs were quite petite, showing that size varied significantly among species. This variation in size and shape illustrates their adaptability to different habitats and lifestyles. By understanding both the truths and myths surrounding these flying reptiles, we gain a clearer picture of their role in prehistoric ecosystems and how they contributed to the rich tapestry of life during the age of dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are primarily known as land creatures, but many adapted to life in aquatic environments, evolving unique features to thrive in water. Some species, like Spinosaurus, developed elongated bodies and snouts that allowed them to hunt aquatic prey, such as fish. Their long, crocodile-like jaws were filled with sharp teeth, perfect for catching slippery prey. Beyond physical appearance, these aquatic dinosaurs also changed their limbs. Instead of typical hind legs for walking, some species had powerful, paddle-like limbs, which made swimming more efficient. They could propel themselves through water, similar to modern-day crocodiles, using their limbs for propulsion rather than walking. Other adaptations included a specialized tail for swimming. Just as one might see in dolphins or other aquatic animals, the tail provided thrust and helped in maneuvering through water. This adaptation allowed these dinosaurs to chase after their prey or escape from predators. Moreover, their senses were likely adapted to the aquatic environment. For example, many creatures that live in water have acute hearing and sight, so it's probable that these dinosaurs developed heightened senses to aid their hunting. Overall, dinosaurs that lived in or near water showcased an incredible variety of adaptations, demonstrating the versatility of this remarkable group of animals. Their ability to thrive in such different habitats illustrates the dynamic nature of evolution and how life can take different forms to suit various environments. The journey towards flight in certain dinosaurs is a remarkable tale of evolution that unfolded over millions of years. It begins with the ancestors of birds, which were actually part of a group called theropods. These dinosaurs were small, agile, and walked on two legs, traits that would become vital for the evolution of flight. Initially, some of these early theropods developed feathers. At first, feathers likely served purposes other than flying, such as insulation to keep warm or display to attract mates. However, as these feathers evolved, they became more complex and aerodynamic. Some dinosaurs began to glide, using their wing-like structures to travel from tree to tree or escape predators, similar to how some modern birds and flying squirrels navigate their environments. As time progressed, further adaptations occurred. Dinosaur skeletons began to change. Bones became lighter and more hollow, reducing body weight. This was important because, to fly, a creature must be able to lift off the ground with minimal mass. Additionally, modifications in the forelimbs allowed for a greater range of motion, improving flight dynamics. Instead of merely having feathers for insulation, these forelimbs transformed into wings, capable of powered flight over generations of natural selection. The evolution of flight was a gradual process, marked by essential adaptations like the development of a keeled sternum, a bony ridge that provided an anchor for powerful flight muscles. This allowed for the flapping motion necessary for sustained flight. Through these evolutionary steps, some dinosaurs transformed into the first birds, with structures better suited for flying. The transition from ground-dwelling dinosaurs to flying birds was not instantaneous. It involved a series of adaptations where small changes accumulated, leading to the incredible ability of flight that we see today in modern birds. Dinosaur extinction events were influenced by several significant environmental factors that combined in various ways to bring about massive change. One of the most impactful was volcanic activity. When large volcanic eruptions occurred, they released enormous amounts of ash and gases into the atmosphere. This could lead to drastic climate changes, such as global cooling due to sunlight being blocked, which in turn affected plant life. Without sufficient food, herbivorous dinosaurs would struggle to survive, impacting the entire food chain. Another major factor was sea level changes. Throughout the Earth's history, periods of rising and falling sea levels affected the habitats where dinosaurs thrived. When sea levels rose, shallow marine waters expanded over land, leading to habitat loss. Conversely, falling sea levels can disrupt ecosystems by exposing the ocean floor, which may affect breeding and feeding grounds for both dinosaurs and their prey. Additionally, asteroid impacts played a crucial role during certain extinction events, like the one that marked the end of the reign of dinosaurs. The impact of a massive asteroid created shockwaves, wildfires, and tsunamis, sending debris high into the atmosphere, impacting the climate for years. This would have created conditions unfriendly to life, drastically changing the environment and leading to widespread extinction. Changes in ocean chemistry also contributed to extinction events. For example, when the distribution of oxygen in the oceans changed, it could have led to the collapse of marine ecosystems that were essential for many dinosaurs. The complex interplay of these environmental changes created a series of stressors that made it increasingly difficult for dinosaurs to adapt and thrive. As their environments changed rapidly, their ability to find food and reproduce diminished, ultimately leading to their decline and extinction. Each extinction event was unique, but often consisted of a combination of these challenging environmental factors. The Cretaceous-Paleogene extinction event was a significant turning point in Earth's history, occurring around 66 million years ago. It brought about the sudden end of the age of dinosaurs, which had dominated the planet for over 150 million years. One of the most widely accepted explanations for this mass extinction is the impact of a large asteroid or comet striking the Earth, creating massive fires, tsunamis, and throwing dust and debris into the atmosphere. This debris blocked sunlight for an extended period, leading to a drastic drop in temperatures and a disruption of the food chain. As a result, plants and marine life struggled to survive, which then had a cascading effect on the dinosaurs that depended on those plants for food. The large, herbivorous dinosaurs faced starvation, while the carnivorous species that preyed on them suffered similar fates as their food sources dwindled. The ecological balance was shattered, and many living organisms did not adapt quickly enough to the sudden changes in their environment. Additionally, the severity of the climate changes made it difficult for dinosaurs to thrive. These reptiles, which had evolved to occupy various ecological niches, found themselves with fewer food resources and shifting habitats. By the end of this extinction event, approximately 75% of all species on Earth, including the mighty dinosaurs, vanished. This cataclysmic event paved the way for the rise of mammals as they began to flourish in the absence of the dinosaurs, ultimately leading to the diverse forms of life we see today. The sudden mass extinction of dinosaurs, which occurred around 66 million years ago, is a fascinating yet complex topic that has sparked numerous theories. One of the most widely accepted explanations is the impact theory. According to this idea, a massive asteroid struck Earth, creating the Chicxulub crater in present-day Mexico. This impact would have released an enormous amount of energy, equivalent to millions of nuclear bombs, sending dust and debris high into the atmosphere. This debris blocked sunlight, leading to a drastic drop in temperatures and disrupting the climate. Without sunlight, plants struggled to survive, affecting the entire food chain and leading to the extinction of many species, including the dinosaurs. Another significant theory is the volcanic activity hypothesis. Around the same time as the extinction event, there were enormous volcanic eruptions in what is now India, known as the Deccan Traps. These eruptions would have released vast amounts of gases, including carbon dioxide and sulfur dioxide, into the atmosphere. The release of these gases could have caused acid rain, acidification of oceans, and extreme climate shifts, further threatening the survival of species. Some scientists propose that a combination of both impact and volcanic activity could explain the mass extinction. The initial impact might have created immediate chaos, while the long-term effects of volcanic eruptions could have slowly changed the environment, creating an extremely hostile habitat for many organisms. Additionally, changes in sea levels and shifting land masses due to tectonic activity could have further stressed ecosystems. As continents drifted, habitats changed, leading to competition for resources and creating challenges for survival. Each of these theories helps us understand the dramatic end of the dinosaurs and the environmental upheaval of that time. The interaction between these events illustrates the fragility of life on Earth and how quickly ecosystems can change, leading to mass extinctions. Fossil discoveries have dramatically transformed our understanding of dinosaurs and their place in Earth's history. Imagine fossils as nature's time capsules, preserving the remnants of creatures that lived millions of years ago. Each fossil provides a window into the past, revealing not just the appearance of dinosaurs, but also critical details about their behavior, environment, and evolution. When paleontologists uncover bones, they often work to piece together the complete skeleton. This process allows scientists to understand the size, shape, and structure of these ancient animals. Some fossils show how dinosaurs moved, indicating whether they were bipedal, moving on 2 legs, or quadrupedal, walking on 4. This insight helps us visualize how they interacted with their environment and each other. Moreover, fossilized footprints offer valuable clues about social behavior. These tracks can show how dinosaurs traveled in groups or their daily activities, like hunting or foraging for food. Discovering dinosaur eggs and nests has further deepened our knowledge, uncovering details about reproduction and parenting styles. Fossils have also revealed a rich tapestry of dinosaur life, highlighting the differences between various species. Through comparative anatomy, analyzing similarities and differences in structure, scientists can trace the evolutionary lineage of dinosaurs. This rich body of evidence shows how some groups eventually evolved into birds, reshaping our view of what dinosaurs were. The discovery of well-preserved fossils, including feathers, has shifted our perception of dinosaurs from cold-blooded reptiles to more dynamic, bird-like creatures. This suggests that many dinosaurs may have been warm-blooded and had complex behaviors, similar to what we see in modern birds. Each fossil discovery acts as a puzzle piece that helps scientists build a comprehensive picture of the age of dinosaurs, their diversity, and their eventual extinction. With every excavated find, we learn more about their world, revealing a vibrant chapter in the story of life on Earth. Dinosaur fossils have captivated the imagination of scientists and the public alike, offering glimpses into a world that existed millions of years ago. Among the most famous discoveries, the first nearly complete skeleton of a Tyrannosaurus rex, unearthed in the early 1990s, has sparked incredible interest. This fierce predator, known for its massive size and powerful jaws, provides crucial information about its biology and behavior, revealing details about how it hunted and lived. Another remarkable discovery is that of the Archaeopteryx, which is often referred to as the first bird. Found in the late 1800s, this fossil bridged the gap between dinosaurs and modern birds, featuring both feathers and dinosaur-like features. Its significance lies in its role in demonstrating how some dinosaurs evolved into birds, reshaping our understanding of the evolutionary process. The fossils of the giant long-necked dinosaur called Brachiosaurus, discovered in the early 20th century, changed how we visualize dinosaur anatomy. This dinosaur, with its towering height and long limbs, illustrates the diversity of dinosaur species and adaptations to different environments. Such findings highlight how some dinosaurs reached unprecedented sizes, offering insight into their ecosystems and how they thrived. Equally important is the discovery of the well-preserved remains of the feathered dinosaurs from China. These fossils not only confirmed the presence of feathers on various species, but also presented a clearer picture of the link between dinosaurs and birds. By studying these fossils, scientists gain an understanding of the evolution of feathers and flight, enhancing our grasp of biology. Additionally, the discovery of a complete fossilized dinosaur trackway, revealing a path along which dinosaurs once roamed, is significant as it provides evidence of their social behavior and interactions. These tracks suggest how they moved, whether in herds or alone, and give insights into their habitats and behaviors. Each of these discoveries contributes to the larger narrative of dinosaur history. They fill in gaps, show evolutionary links, and help us understand the complex relationships between different species that once dominated the Earth. Through these fossils, we not only learn about the dinosaurs themselves, but also about the planet's past, making these findings invaluable to both science and history. Paleontologists explore the past by studying fossils, which are preserved remains or traces of ancient life, including dinosaurs. These fossils provide a window into how dinosaurs lived, behaved, and functioned in their environment. To understand behavior, researchers examine fossilized footprints, known as trace fossils. These footprints can reveal how dinosaurs moved, whether they were slow walkers or quick runners, and even if they traveled alone or in groups. The arrangement and spacing of the footprints can suggest social behavior, such as whether they traveled in packs or were solitary creatures. Additionally, the structure of bones plays a crucial role in revealing physiological traits. By analyzing bone density and strength, scientists can infer whether a dinosaur was a fast runner or built for endurance. For example, a lightweight, hollow bone structure might indicate a creature like the bird-like dinosaurs that could fly or run swiftly, while denser bones suggest a larger, heavier animal that may have moved slowly and relied on strength. Paleontologists also look at the wear patterns on teeth. The shape and condition of teeth can provide insights into diet, suggesting whether a dinosaur was a plant eater with flat, grinding teeth for chewing leaves or a meat eater with sharp teeth for tearing flesh. This dietary information helps paint a broader picture of a dinosaur's ecological role and behavior. Moreover, fossilized remains found in specific locations can hint at environmental conditions, guiding researchers in understanding how dinosaurs interacted with their surroundings. For example, remains found near ancient riverbeds might suggest that some dinosaurs thrived in wet environments, influencing their behavior and movement patterns. By piecing together these various clues from the fossil record, paleontologists can create a more vivid image of what life was like for dinosaurs, shedding light on their daily activities, social structures, and physiological adaptations to their world. Dinosaurs roamed all over the Earth, an incredible feat that can be attributed to several factors working together. First, during the time of the dinosaurs, the continents were arranged differently than they are today. Most of the land was joined together in a supercontinent known as Pangaea. This massive landmass provided vast habitats without the barriers of oceans, allowing dinosaurs to spread across large distances. As Pangaea began to break apart, dinosaurs were still able to move relatively easily between landmasses. Their ability to adapt to different environments played a crucial role in their survival and expansion. Dinosaurs thrived in a variety of climates, from hot deserts to lush forests, which allowed them to inhabit diverse ecosystems. Additionally, dinosaurs had unique characteristics that facilitated their movement. Some species were highly mobile, able to travel long distances in search of food, mates, or safer environments. Others developed specialized traits, like the ability to fly or swim, which further extended their reach. Reproduction also contributed to their distribution. Dinosaurs laid eggs that could be dispersed across wide areas, and as different species emerged, they developed distinct adaptations to suit their local environments. This not only helped them survive, but enabled them to occupy different ecological niches. The widespread distribution of dinosaurs across ancient Earth can be traced back to the geological arrangements of their time, their adaptability to various habitats, their physical abilities to travel, and their reproductive strategies that allowed them to thrive in multiple environments. These elements combined to create a tapestry of life that spanned the globe. Dinosaurs roamed the Earth during a time when the continents were positioned quite differently than they are today. This ancient world allowed for unique ecosystems to flourish, leading to diverse kinds of dinosaurs across various regions. In North America, paleontologists have uncovered massive fossils of dinosaurs like the Tyrannosaurus rex and the long-necked Brachiosaurus. These creatures thrived in lush forests and open plains, showcasing an impressive array of sizes and adaptations. On the other side of the globe, in South America, enormous sauropods dominated the landscape, such as Argentinosaurus, one of the largest land animals believed to ever exist. In this region, evidence suggests that these dinosaurs may have migrated long distances in search of food. Meanwhile, Africa has revealed fascinating finds like Spinosaurus, a dinosaur adapted to a semi-aquatic life. Its unique features imply that it was likely a proficient swimmer, hunting for fish in ancient rivers and lakes. In Asia, the discovery of feathered dinosaurs, like the small and agile velociraptor, challenges our traditional views about the relationship between dinosaurs and modern birds. These findings help paint a picture of a much more dynamic environment where different species adapted to their surroundings in innovative ways. Australia, known for its distinct evolutionary lineage, offers clues about unique dinosaurs such as Matheronodon, showcasing adaptations suited for its specific environment. Similarly, Antarctica has revealed evidence of dinosaurs surviving in cold climates, with fossils hinting at the presence of smaller, warm-blooded species that could have endured harsh winters. Through these discoveries, we see how geographical separation led to unique evolutionary paths. The variety of dinosaur fossils found reveals not just a diversity of species, but also how the environment shaped their development. Each continent offers a glimpse into different worlds where dinosaurs thrived, showcasing the complexity and adaptability of life millions of years ago. The fossil record provides us with a fascinating glimpse into the diverse habitats that dinosaurs inhabited. By examining the types of fossils found in different layers of rock, scientists can infer the environments in which these ancient creatures thrived. For instance, some fossils are discovered in sedimentary rock that formed in river environments, indicating that certain dinosaurs lived near freshwater sources. These fossils often include remains of plants that suggest lush greenery, hinting at a verdant habitat. In contrast, fossils from areas that once were deserts reveal another reality. Dinosaurs found in these environments, such as those that left behind footprints in sandy conditions, suggest they adapted to arid landscapes. These creatures likely had unique behaviors and physical characteristics that enabled them to survive and thrive in such tough conditions, highlighting their adaptability. Moreover, the presence of marine fossils showcases dinosaurs that inhabited coastal regions or lived near ancient seas. These findings indicate a broader network of ecological niches, with some dinosaurs possibly wading in shallow waters or hunting for fish. Fossils revealing dinosaur bones alongside marine life suggest they occupied multiple habitats, shifting between land and sea. Through this rich spectrum of fossil evidence, we learn that dinosaurs were not confined to one type of environment. Instead, they adapted to a wide range of habitats, each with its distinct set of challenges and resources. This diversity underscores the complexity of dinosaur life, showcasing how these remarkable creatures adjusted to their surroundings over millions of years. By piecing together these clues from the fossil record, we construct a more complete picture of the vibrant ecosystems that dinosaurs once roamed. The Mesozoic era, often referred to as the Age of Dinosaurs, spanned millions of years and was characterized by diverse ecosystems that played a crucial role in shaping dinosaur evolution. During this period, the planet underwent significant changes in climate, geography, and the types of flora and fauna that thrived. At the start of the Mesozoic, the continents were joined together in a supercontinent called Pangaea. As this enormous landmass split apart, it created new environments ranging from lush forests to arid deserts. The alteration in habitats influenced how dinosaurs adapted to their surroundings. For instance, plant life evolved significantly during this time with the rise of gymnosperms, plants that produce seeds but do not have flowers. These forests provided plentiful food sources, allowing herbivorous dinosaurs to grow larger and develop unique features for efficient feeding. The variations in climate also fostered different regions where dinosaurs could thrive. Warmer areas supported rich vegetation, while cooler climates encouraged adaptations to survive harsher conditions. Dinosaurs evolved different body sizes, shapes, and feeding strategies to exploit the resources available in their environments. Some developed long necks to reach high leaves, while others became swift hunters, mastering the art of locomotion to catch their prey. Ecosystem dynamics created further interaction among species. Predator-prey relationships sparked evolutionary changes, leading to features like enhanced speed, cunning camouflage, or formidable defenses in herbivorous dinosaurs. As some species adapted to become more specialized, they played critical roles in maintaining the balance within their ecosystems. Another significant aspect was the eventual rise of birds from certain theropod dinosaurs during the later periods of the Mesozoic. The development of feathers initially may have served as insulation or for display, but it later facilitated flight. demonstrating a direct link between environmental pressures and evolutionary progress. In conclusion, the ecosystems of the Mesozoic era were vital in guiding dinosaur evolution. They provided the challenges and resources necessary for these magnificent creatures to adapt and thrive in ever-changing landscapes, leading to the incredible diversity of species we associate with this remarkable period in Earth's history. Climate played a crucial role in shaping the diversity and adaptability of dinosaurs throughout the Mesozoic era, which spanned from about 253 million years ago to around 66 million years ago. During this time, the Earth went through significant climatic changes, transitioning from warm and tropical conditions to varying climates that included cool periods and even phases of glaciation. In the early Mesozoic, the Earth was largely warm, with high levels of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, creating lush environments that supported diverse ecosystems. Dinosaurs thrived in these conditions as their adaptations allowed them to exploit different ecological niches. For instance, some dinosaurs developed long necks to reach high vegetation, while others evolved sharp teeth for a carnivorous diet. This range of adaptations was closely tied to the availability of food and the types of habitats existing during this warm climate. As the climate changed, so did the dinosaurs. During the late Mesozoic, fluctuating temperatures and changes in sea levels influenced where dinosaurs could live. Some species adapted to cooler climates, evolving features that allowed them to survive in more temperate areas, while others thrived in warmer coastal regions. These climatic shifts led to fluctuations in vegetation types and animal interactions, which, in turn, encouraged a wide range of evolutionary paths among the species. Importantly, climate also influenced extinction events, such as the one at the end of the Cretaceous period. Dramatic changes, likely due to a combination of volcanic activity, asteroid impacts, and resulting shifts in climate, led to the loss of many dinosaur species. Yet, those that were able to adapt quickly to these environmental stresses had a better chance of survival. Ultimately, the interplay between climate and dinosaur evolution highlights their remarkable adaptability. Dinosaurs evolved into a variety of forms, each suited to different environments, a testament to how climate conditions directly impacted their diversity and survival strategies across millions of years. Dinosaurs were a vital part of their ecosystems, contributing to and interacting with their environment in numerous ways. They occupied different roles, much like animals today do. Some were herbivores, eating plants, while others were carnivores, preying on other animals. This division created a balance in their ecosystems and allowed various species to coexist. Herbivorous dinosaurs played a crucial role in shaping plant life. By consuming vast amounts of vegetation, they influenced plant diversity and growth patterns. Their feeding habits could lead to the spread of certain plant species, as these dinosaurs would trample seeds into the ground, promoting new growth in different areas. In a sense, they acted as gardeners of their environment, helping maintain the health of plant communities. Carnivorous dinosaurs, on the other hand, helped regulate populations of herbivores. By keeping herbivore numbers in check, they prevented overgrazing, which could lead to a decline in plant life. The relationship between predator and prey fostered a cycle of life that supported a variety of species, ensuring that no single group dominated the landscape for too long. Dinosaurs also had a hand in soil health. Their movements through their habitats stirred up the earth, allowing nutrients to circulate. Their waste, rich in nutrients, acted as fertilizer, promoting plant growth. Both herbivorous and carnivorous dinosaurs contributed to the nutrient cycle, ensuring that their ecosystems were thriving. Moreover, dinosaurs interacted with other creatures in their environments. They impacted smaller animals and insects either directly, by preying on them, or indirectly, by altering the habitats through their feeding and movement patterns. Fossils show that many ancient ecosystems were filled with a myriad of different species coexisting with dinosaurs, creating a dynamic web of life. Dinosaurs were integral components of their ecosystems. They influenced plant communities, maintained balance among species, and contributed to the health and vitality of their environment. By examining their roles, we gain valuable insights into the interconnectedness of life and the ever-evolving dance of nature throughout Earth's history. Dinosaurs have played a crucial role in shaping modern scientific thought in the field of paleontology. Initially, the discovery and study of these ancient creatures sparked a fascination with the natural world and the history of life on Earth. The sheer size and diversity of dinosaurs challenged scientists to ask deeper questions about evolution and the Earth's geological past. As researchers unearthed fossils, they began to piece together how these animals lived, moved, and interacted with their environment. This process paved the way for understanding extinction events, like the mass extinction that wiped out the dinosaurs, and highlighted the importance of studying both ancient and modern ecosystems. The insights gained from dinosaur studies have influenced evolutionary biology, demonstrating how species adapt over time to changing environments. In paleontology, the methods and techniques developed through dinosaur research, such as radiographic imaging and computer modeling, have advanced scientific inquiry in general. These approaches allow scientists to reconstruct how dinosaurs might have behaved and appeared, bridging gaps between past and present life forms. Moreover, the revelation that some dinosaurs had features akin to modern birds has redefined our understanding of evolution, suggesting that birds are the direct descendants of certain dinosaur lineages. This has led to a broader appreciation of the connections among species across different geologic timelines. Dinosaurs have not only captured our imagination, but have also revolutionized the scientific landscape of paleontology. They continue to inspire new research, enhance our understanding of life's complexity, and demonstrate the intricate relationships between organisms and their environments throughout Earth's history. Dinosaurs were not just ancient giants roaming the Earth. They played a significant role in shaping the path for the evolution of modern animals. Dying out around 65 million years ago, the extinction of dinosaurs opened up ecological niches, essentially opportunities for new forms of life to thrive. Imagine a city where all the major businesses suddenly shut down. The vacant spaces created room for new entrepreneurs, and in a similar way, the Earth's ecosystems began to fill with new species. Dinosaurs were incredibly diverse. They lived in a wide range of habitats and adapted to many different diets, from plants to other animals. This diversity laid the groundwork for the vast array of life forms we see today. For example, some small theropod dinosaurs are thought to be the ancestors of birds. These early birds retained certain features from their dinosaur relatives, such as feathers, which provided insulation and eventually aided in flight. Moreover, the ways dinosaurs interacted with their environments influenced later animal groups. Their eating habits, nesting behaviors, and territorial claims all contributed to ecological balances that affect modern ecosystems. For instance, the way dinosaurs grazed on plants helped shape the evolution of those plants, leading to the development of thicker leaves and spines as a defense mechanism, which continues to impact plant evolution today. Finally, the extinction event that wiped out the dinosaurs allowed mammals to flourish. During the age of dinosaurs, mammals were mostly small and inconspicuous, scurrying about in the shadows. When the dinosaurs disappeared, mammals began to evolve and diversify rapidly, leading to the rise of the modern animals we recognize now, including us, humans. Thus, the legacy of dinosaurs is woven into the very fabric of modern biodiversity, showcasing their critical role in the story of life on Earth. Dinosaurs continue to captivate our imagination and influence various aspects of culture, art, and media, because they represent one of the most fascinating chapters in Earth's history. These enormous creatures, which roamed our planet millions of years ago, evoke a sense of wonder and curiosity that transcends generations. From young children to adults, the mere mention of dinosaurs often brings excitement, leading to a constant revival of interest in their stories. In popular media, movies like Jurassic Park have played a significant role in reigniting our fascination with these prehistoric giants. This film and its sequels combine thrilling action with cutting-edge visual effects that bring dinosaurs to life in breathtaking ways. By showcasing these creatures in dramatic contexts, they encourage audiences to ponder their existence and the mysteries surrounding extinction and evolution. Artistic representations of dinosaurs also thrive in various forms. Artists regularly draw or sculpt dinosaurs, aiming to capture their grandeur and diversity. These artworks often reflect current scientific knowledge, with many creators committed to depicting dinosaurs as accurately as possible. This means that as our understanding of these creatures evolves, so does the art associated with them, creating a dynamic relationship between science and creativity. Furthermore, dinosaurs have found a home in literature, inspiring countless children's books and educational materials. These stories not only teach about prehistoric life, but also instill a sense of adventure and exploration in young readers. By making dinosaurs relatable, writers engage children's imaginations, fostering a lifelong interest in science and learning. As our world becomes increasingly technologically advanced, video games also capitalize on our prehistoric intrigue. Many popular games feature dinosaurs as central characters or obstacles, allowing players to engage with these magnificent beasts in interactive ways. This gamification of dinosaurs introduces players to both the thrill of adventure and the principles of survival in ancient ecosystems. Dinosaurs act as a bridge connecting science with the broader realms of culture and creativity. They spark discussions about evolution, natural history, and environmental changes, while also fueling our desire for storytelling through television shows, movies, art, and literature. The fascination with these ancient creatures encourages ongoing exploration and imagination, ensuring dinosaurs remain a vital part of our cultural fabric. Recent technological advances have transformed our understanding of dinosaurs, bringing to light details that were once elusive. One of the most significant innovations has been imaging technology, particularly high-resolution X-ray and computed tomography, or CT scans. These tools allow scientists to peer inside fossils without damaging them. By revealing the internal structures of bones, researchers can study growth patterns, health issues, and even the existence of soft tissues in some exceptional cases. Another key advancement is the use of digital modeling and computer simulations. This technology enables paleontologists to create 3D models of dinosaur bones, which can then be manipulated and studied from various angles. Researchers can virtually reconstruct movements and behaviors, providing insight into how dinosaurs might have walked, hunted, or interacted with their environment. Furthermore, advancements in molecular techniques, including DNA analysis, have opened new avenues for exploration. While the chances of finding intact dinosaur DNA are extremely low due to time and environmental factors, studying related species has helped scientists make educated guesses about the genetic makeup of dinosaurs. This genetic understanding informs theories about their physiology. DNA research is opening fascinating windows into our understanding of dinosaurs, even though extracting dinosaur DNA can be incredibly challenging due to its age. Scientists believe that by studying the DNA of modern birds and reptiles, which are considered the closest living relatives of dinosaurs, they can uncover clues about the genetic makeup of these ancient creatures. By analyzing the genetic material from these contemporary species, researchers are able to identify specific traits and characteristics that might have also existed in dinosaurs. For instance, scientists can explore how certain features like feathers, colors, and behaviors have evolved from their distant dinosaur ancestors. Through a process called comparative genomics, dinosaurs. While direct DNA from dinosaurs remains elusive, the study of genetic information in their modern relatives is shedding light on their biology and evolution, allowing us to piece together a clearer picture of life during the age of dinosaurs. Modern methodologies are revolutionizing how scientists study dinosaur fossils, offering insights that were previously impossible. Traditionally, paleontologists use conventional methods. Additionally, these digital models can be shared globally, enabling scientists from different areas to collaborate more effectively. Furthermore, techniques like molecular analysis are opening a new window into understanding dinosaurs. By studying the microscopic structures within the fossils, including potential remnants of ancient organic materials, scientists can glean information about dinosaur biology, behavior, and even their environment millions of years ago. Another exciting development is the use of computer simulations and modeling. By recreating the conditions of the past, researchers can experiment with how dinosaurs might have moved, interacted, or adapted to their surroundings. This computational approach provides a dynamic way to understand fossil evidence, moving beyond static interpretations. Lastly, the integration of fieldwork with new technologies is allowing for more comprehensive studies. For instance, scientists now utilize geochemical analysis to determine the ancient ecosystems in which these giants lived. By examining sediment layers and the chemical composition of rocks surrounding fossils, they can reconstruct historic climates and habitats. Modern methodologies are not just enhancing our knowledge of dinosaur fossils. They are reshaping our entire understanding of the past, painting a more vibrant and detailed picture of life on Earth during the age of dinosaurs. The connection between modern birds and ancient dinosaurs is both fascinating and profound. Birds are considered to be the direct descendants of a group of dinosaurs known as theropods, which included well-known species like the Tyrannosaurus rex and Velociraptor. This means that when you look at a bird, you are essentially seeing a living dinosaur, making them a part of the evolutionary lineage that extends back millions of years. To understand this relationship, consider the features birds share with their dinosaur ancestors. Both have a similar skeletal structure, with lightweight bones that allow for mobility. Birds exhibit feathers, a trait thought to have originated for insulation and display, which hints at the shared evolutionary path they traveled. Fossil discoveries have revealed various transitional forms that exhibit characteristics of both dinosaurs and birds, indicating the gradual evolutionary changes over time. Additionally, modern birds maintain some dinosaur-like behaviors. For instance, many birds engage in nesting and parental care strategies seen in certain theropods, suggesting that social behaviors have deep roots in their ancestry. The study of genetics has further confirmed this link, showing that birds share significant DNA similarities with these ancient reptiles. Modern birds are not just related to dinosaurs, they are living examples of their legacy. This connection emphasizes the incredible journey of evolution, where traits are adapted and transformed over eons, leading to the diverse avian species we see today. Each time a bird takes to the sky, it echoes the distant roars of its dinosaur ancestors. The connection between birds and theropod dinosaurs is supported by a range of compelling evidence gathered from fossils and anatomical studies. Fossils of theropods, which are a group of two-legged dinosaurs, show many characteristics that closely resemble modern birds. For instance, many theropods had feathers, suggesting that these features evolved long before birds took to the skies. Additionally, the discovery of fossils from transitional species, such as Archaeopteryx, reveals a mix of avian and dinosaurian traits, including feathers, wings, and a long tail with vertebrae. This intermediate form showcases how key adaptations for flight likely developed over time. Another significant line of evidence lies in the structure of bones. The bones of birds and theropods share similarities in the arrangement and proportions, implying a common ancestry. The lightweight, hollow structure of bird bones is also reminiscent of theropod fossils, highlighting the evolutionary shift toward flight. Moreover, molecular studies, which analyze genetic material, have shown that birds share a closer genetic relationship with certain theropods than with other reptilian groups. This genetic evidence reinforces the idea of birds evolving from these ancient predators. The rich collection of evidence, from fossils to bone structure to genetic links, paints a clear picture of how birds are indeed descendants of theropod dinosaurs, showcasing an incredible journey from ground-dwelling hunters to the magnificent flyers we see today. Crocodilians, The group that includes crocodiles and alligators are like living time capsules that offer valuable clues about the lives of dinosaurs. These modern reptiles share a common ancestor with dinosaurs, offering a unique glimpse into their evolutionary past. One way crocodilians inform us about dinosaurs is through their physical traits. For instance, their strong jaws and sharp teeth are adapted for a carnivorous diet, much like what we believe some dinosaurs had. Studying how these traits function helps scientists understand the hunting and feeding strategies that certain dinosaur species might have used. Additionally, examining crocodilian behavior gives us insights into the daily lives of dinosaurs. For example, crocodiles are known to bask in the sun or hide in water to regulate their body temperature. This thermoregulatory behavior might mirror how some dinosaurs managed their heat, whether they were cold-blooded or warm-blooded. Moreover, their social structures, such as nesting and parental care, provide hints about the family dynamics of dinosaurs. Fossil evidence shows that some dinosaurs also engaged in similar behaviors, suggesting that nurturing young may have been a common trait in their lineage. Finally, the adaptations of crocodilians to different environments, like freshwater habitats or coastal areas, help us piece together the diverse ecosystems that dinosaurs thrived in. This relationship between modern reptiles and ancient giants enables scientists to create a clearer picture of dinosaur physiology and lifestyle. Through crocodilians, we can trace the echoes of the past and understand how survival strategies have persisted through millions of years. The debating they grew quickly and had high metabolic rates, traits typically associated with warm-blooded creatures. On the other hand, cold-blooded creatures rely on external temperatures to regulate their body heat, which often results in slower responses and activity levels that fluctuate with the weather. Certain dinosaurs feature physical traits similar to modern cold-blooded animals, raising the possibility that at least some species may have relied on this method of thermoregulation. Additionally, there's a new perspective known as mesothermy. This concept proposes that some dinosaurs, especially the larger ones, might have had a body temperature regulation system that is neither fully hot nor cold-blooded. This intermediate status could provide flexibility, allowing them to adapt to different conditions. The conflicting evidence from fossil records, bone structure studies, and ecological modeling keeps the conversation alive. New technologies and findings continuously reshape our understanding, meaning that as scholars dig deeper and evaluate old theories, they might uncover a more complex picture of these extraordinary creatures. The quest to understand dinosaurs' biology not only informs us about their lives, but also sheds light on the evolution of warm-bloodedness in animals over time. Dinosaurs roamed the Earth for millions of years, and yet many aspects of their behavior remain shrouded in mystery. One particularly intriguing question revolves around their social interactions. Did some dinosaurs live in groups or herds, engaging in social behaviors like cooperation or protection of young? Fossil evidence sometimes suggests group living through the discovery of multiple skeletons in close proximity, but the details of their social structures are still unclear. Another captivating question lies in their communication methods. Did dinosaurs use vocalizations similar to modern birds, or perhaps engaged in visual displays? With feathers found on some species and the variety of shapes and sizes among dinosaurs, understanding how they may have communicated could provide insights into their daily lives. Furthermore, the question of parenting behavior invites curiosity. Some fossilized nests show evidence of care, indicating that certain species may have nurtured their young. However, whether this parenting behavior was common across many species or only in a few remains uncertain. Feeding strategies also prompt speculation. How did these massive creatures find food, and what did their diets consist of? While we have some insights through teeth and stomach contents, there are still many unanswered questions about how they adapted to their environments and when certain feeding behaviors developed. Lastly, the extent of their intelligence stirs interest. In comparison to modern animals, how smart were dinosaurs? Did they exhibit problem-solving skills, or did they use tools? These unanswered questions leave room for exploration and further discovery, keeping the study of dinosaurs as an exciting field full of unknowns waiting to be uncovered. The study of dinosaurs is continually evolving, with new discoveries frequently reshaping our understanding of these ancient creatures. Paleontologists, the scientists who study fossils, often unearth new bones, footprints, or even skin impressions that can either support or challenge existing theories. When a new fossil is found, it brings essential information about the anatomy, behavior, or environment of dinosaurs during their time. For instance, the discovery of a feathered dinosaur fossil provided significant insight into the link between dinosaurs and birds. This finding confirmed the long-held theory that birds are direct descendants of certain theropod dinosaurs, which had previously been debated. The presence of feathers indicated that these creatures may have had different uses for them, such as insulation or display, rather than solely for flight. This shifted some previous assumptions about the appearance and lifestyle of these dinosaurs. Conversely, some discoveries can contradict established theories. For example, if scientists find a dinosaur in an unexpected geographical location or a different time period than what was previously thought, it may challenge the idea of how these animals evolved or dispersed throughout Earth. This can lead to a re-evaluation of the relationships between species or how they adapted to their environments. The field of dinosaur research is marked by a dynamic interplay of evidence and interpretation. Each new find acts like a puzzle piece, revealing more about the complex history of life on Earth. As more evidence is gathered, theories are either reinforced or adjusted, showcasing the importance of continuous exploration in understanding our planet's past. The journey of uncovering the truth about dinosaurs is a perfect example of how science adapts and grows, always seeking deeper insight into the mysteries of these magnificent creatures. Dinosaurs were not just remarkable creatures. They played a pivotal role in shaping the Earth's landscape and its biodiversity millions of years ago. During the time they roamed, which spanned from over 200 million years ago to around 65 million years ago, these giant reptiles influenced their environment in numerous ways. First, consider the sheer size and weight of many dinosaurs. Their movements across the land caused significant changes to the landscape. When large herbivores, for instance, grazed on vegetation, they would clear entire areas of plants. This not only altered the plant landscape, but also created new habitats for smaller organisms to thrive. Meanwhile, carnivorous dinosaurs maintained a balance in the food chain, ensuring that no single species dominated the ecosystem. Beyond physical alterations, dinosaurs greatly contributed to biodiversity. As they evolved into various species, they adapted to different environments. Some roamed lush forests, while others thrived in dry plains. This adaptation and diversification encouraged a wide variety of plant life to persist alongside them, leading to rich ecosystems. Many flowering plants developed in response to the feeding habits of dinosaurs. Certain seeds were designed to be eaten by them, leading to a successful partnership. Moreover, dinosaurs also influenced the formation of soils through their waste. Their droppings contain nutrients that enrich the earth, promoting the growth of diverse plant species and supporting a wide array of other life forms. After the dinosaurs vanished, their influence remained felt throughout the world. The climate had shifted, ecosystems had developed in the wake of their extinction, and the niches they once occupied opened up for new groups of animals and plants to evolve. Dinosaurs were key players in the long history of life on Earth, leaving a legacy that continues to shape our planet's biodiversity today. The study of dinosaurs offers a fascinating glimpse into the resilience and fragility of life on Earth. Dinosaurs thrived for over 100 million years, adapting to various environments, from lush forests to arid deserts. This long duration of existence underscores the strength of life forms in facing changing conditions. Their ability to evolve, developing new traits to survive predators, climate shifts, and changes in vegetation, demonstrates how life can persist and flourish over time. However, the sudden extinction event that wiped out the dinosaurs around 66 million years ago reminds us of life's fragility. Despite their dominance and adaptability, they could not withstand the drastic changes triggered by a massive asteroid impact and the resulting environmental upheaval. This cataclysm led to drastic climate changes that many species could not survive, highlighting how quickly life can be altered. The patterns observed in the rise and fall of the dinosaurs teach us that while life can be remarkably resilient, able to adapt and thrive through many challenges, there are limits to that resilience. The extinction of the dinosaurs serves as a stark reminder that significant and rapid changes in the environment can lead to widespread loss of life, even for the most formidable species. Understanding this duality helps us reflect on our current environmental challenges and the importance of adapting to ensure life continues to thrive in many forms on our planet. Our understanding of dinosaurs has changed dramatically, reflecting broader trends in scientific knowledge and cultural attitudes. When dinosaurs were first discovered, they were often imagined as sluggish, monstrous lizards. This perspective mirrored a simplistic view of life on Earth, where creatures were either terrifying threats or simply part of the landscape. Early paleontologists lacked the tools and knowledge to analyze fossils effectively, leading to exaggerated interpretations based on incomplete findings. As technology advanced, so did our ability to study dinosaur remains. With the introduction of sophisticated imaging techniques like scanning, we began to see these creatures in new ways. We realized that dinosaurs were diverse, with many species exhibiting traits similar to modern birds. This shift in perception was not only a scientific breakthrough, but also tied to a growing understanding of evolution. The realization that birds descended from theropod dinosaurs transformed how we viewed these ancient beings. They were no longer seen as clumsy giants, but rather as dynamic, active animals that thrived in diverse ecosystems. Furthermore, the late 20th century brought a more nuanced understanding of dinosaur behavior and physiology. Scientists began to explore their social structures, nesting habits, and even their potential for feathered adaptations. This reflected a broader shift in scientific inquiry, embracing complexity and interconnectedness in nature. Increasingly, we began to see dinosaurs not as solitary predators, but as part of intricate ecological networks. Public perception of dinosaurs has also evolved, influenced by their portrayal in films, books, and media. Modern interpretations often emphasize their behavior and intelligence, reflecting society's growing fascination with animal behavior and conservation. Children's literature and movies present dinosaurs as relatable characters, often showcasing their emotions and social interactions. This cultural lens reflects an innate desire to understand life from different perspectives, linking our past with ongoing environmental concerns. Our evolving views on dinosaurs are a mirror to human advancement in scientific understanding. As we learn more, we no longer view these ancient creatures through a lens of fear or misunderstanding. Instead, we appreciate their complexity, adaptability, and connection to the modern world, echoing a broader appreciation for the intricacies of life on Earth. Dinosaurs have captured human imagination for centuries, and they represent the Earth. Many mistakenly thought these remains belonged to mythical beasts, leading to tales filled with dragons and other fantastical animals. These early interpretations often reflected cultural fears or aspirations, serving as symbols of power or destruction. As science advanced and paleontology emerged as a field of study, the understanding of dinosaurs began to shift. In the 19th century, when fossils were first identified as dinosaur remains, artists like Richard Owen and other scientists illustrated these majestic creatures based on skeletal findings. They aimed to reconstruct what these animals might have looked like, giving the public its first closer view of ancient life. This led to the popularization of dinosaurs in books and illustrations, which were often characterized by a mix of accuracy and imagination. In the 20th century, literature began to fully embrace dinosaurs in both fiction and children's stories. Works such as The Lost World by Arthur Conan Doyle introduced adventurous narratives where dinosaurs coexist with humans, sparking awe and curiosity. Children's books, rich with illustrations, depicted dinosaurs in vibrant colors and engaging storytelling, further embedding these creatures in modern culture. Art also took a front seat as artists aimed to convey the power and majesty of these long-extinct titans on canvas. Museums began to feature life-size models and murals that brought dinosaurs back to life for eager visitors. Over time, representations grew to include a variety of styles, from cartoonish portrayals to detailed reconstructions based on the latest scientific findings. Today, dinosaurs continue to inspire modern literature, films, and various forms of artistic expression. Their iconic status is cemented in pop culture, where they are frequently depicted in movies, often as fearsome predators or wise, gentle giants. The ongoing discoveries in paleontology consistently inspire new stories and artistic interpretations, ensuring that dinosaurs remain a fascinating topic for future generations to explore. Each interpretation offers a creative lens through which we can examine our relationship with nature and the history of life on Earth. Dinosaurs have captured the imagination of audiences around the world through film and television. Among the most iconic figures is the Tyrannosaurus Rex, famously depicted in movies like Jurassic Park. This massive predator was shown with an impressive height and powerful jaws, creating an unforgettable presence on screen. However, while the representation of its physical prowess is striking, some scientific accuracy has been debated. For instance, early depictions suggested it was solely a fearsome predator. Recent discoveries, however, indicate that it likely had more nuanced behaviors, possibly including scavenging. Another celebrated dinosaur is the Velociraptor, also from the Jurassic Park franchise. In the films, these creatures are portrayed as highly intelligent pack hunters, showcasing agility and ferocity. In reality, the velociraptors were much smaller than depicted and were likely covered in feathers, having more in common with modern birds than the lizard-like appearance seen in films. Land Before Time, an animated classic, offers another approach to dinosaur representation, focusing on character-driven storytelling. The film does a great job of showcasing various dinosaur species, though again, artistic liberty is taken. For example, the ability of its characters to speak and display human-like emotions doesn't reflect scientific findings, but enhances engagement with younger audiences. Television shows like Walking with Dinosaurs provide a documentary-style view. This series aimed for accuracy, showcasing dinosaurs in their natural habitats and behaviors based on fossil evidence. While the visuals were groundbreaking for their time, some interpretations were simplified for entertainment purposes, sparking discussions surrounding their fidelity to current paleontological knowledge. While iconic dinosaur figures in film and television captivate audiences with thrilling depictions and engaging stories, many artistic choices prioritize entertainment over strict scientific adherence. The evolution of paleontological understanding continues to shape how these ancient creatures are portrayed, ensuring that each new representation balances imagination with an increasing commitment to accuracy. Museums and interactive experiences play a crucial role in expanding public knowledge and stimulating fascination with dinosaurs. When you walk into a museum, you often encounter full-scale dinosaur skeletons that tower above you, allowing visitors to connect visually and emotionally with these ancient creatures. This tangible presence creates a sense of wonder, bridging the gap between past and present. Exhibits often tell the story of how dinosaurs lived, evolved, and eventually became extinct. Visitors can learn about different species through engaging displays that include well-preserved fossils, replicas, and even animations. These visual aids not only provide information, but also spark curiosity. When people see a dinosaur's massive skull or detailed footprints, they naturally want to know more about how this creature roamed the Earth millions of years ago. Interactive experiences take this a step further. Many museums now offer hands-on activities, such as digging for fossils in simulated excavation sites or using digital tools to assemble dinosaur skeletons. These activities allow visitors, especially children, to actively participate in the learning process. Engaging in such interactive play makes the experience memorable and fosters a deeper understanding of paleontology. Additionally, workshops and educational programs often connect communities to experts in the field. Hearing from paleontologists or participating in discussions can turn curiosity into a passion for science. By combining historical information with fun, participatory activities, museums, and interactive experiences ignite a lifelong fascination with dinosaurs, encouraging visitors to explore related subjects like biology, geology, and the science of extinction. Museums and interactive offerings are not just about showcasing fossils, they are about creating a dynamic space where learning and discovery come alive, allowing people of all ages to engage with the ancient world in exciting and memorable ways. Dinosaurs were remarkable creatures that ruled the Earth for millions of years, and several key evolutionary innovations contributed to their dominance. One of the most significant advances was their ability to walk on two legs, which provided a faster and more efficient way to move. This bipedalism allowed some dinosaur species to run swiftly, evade predators, and cover larger territories in search of food. Another important innovation was the evolution of their skeletal structure. Dinosaurs had hollow bones that were lighter yet strong, enabling them to grow larger without compromising mobility. This adaptation allowed some of them to reach enormous sizes, which aided in defense against predators and helped them access a wider range of food sources. Dinosaurs also developed advanced respiratory systems. Their lungs were more efficient than those of many other animals, allowing for a greater supply of oxygen. This not only fueled their activity levels, but also supported their enormous sizes, particularly in the larger herbivorous genera. The development of complex teeth and digestive systems enabled dinosaurs to process different types of food. Herbivorous dinosaurs evolved specialized teeth to chew plant matter, while reproductive strategies also played a vital role in their success. Dinosaurs laid eggs in nests, which provided a safe environment for the developing young. Some species, like certain theropods, exhibited parental care, increasing the chances of survival for their offspring. Finally, some dinosaurs evolved feathers and other forms of insulation, which may have contributed not only to temperature regulation, but also to the evolution of flight in some lineages. This adaptability allowed them to explore new ecological niches and diversify in ways that few other groups could. These evolutionary innovations combined to create a variety of forms and behaviors that allowed dinosaurs to thrive in many types of ecosystems, shaping the planet's biodiversity for millions of years. The armor and defense mechanisms of dinosaurs were as diverse as the species themselves. Some dinosaurs developed thick, bony plates or spikes on their skin, serving as shields against predators. For instance, creatures like the Stegosaurus had large, flat plates along their backs, which likely not only protected them, but also helped regulate body temperature or attract mates. These plates acted like natural armor, making it more difficult for predators to inflict harm. Other dinosaurs, such as the Ankylosaurus, took defense to the next level. With a body covered in an intricate arrangement of armored plates, this dinosaur had a club-like tail that could swing powerfully against any threat. Such adaptations reflect a clear strategy: to deter attackers with not just armor, but also offensive capabilities. Some species relied on speed and agility instead of physical armor. Think of the smaller raptors that could evade predators by swiftly darting through vegetation. Their defenses lay in their ability to escape, using their intelligence and quick movements to avoid danger. Additionally, certain dinosaurs developed unique survival tactics. For instance, the Triceratops wielded impressive horns on its head and a large frill at the back of its skull, likely used both for display and as a means of protection against larger predators. Its intimidating appearance would also serve to deter would-be attackers. Dinosaur defense mechanisms varied greatly from heavy armor and offensive weapons to speed and cunning. This diversity showcases the incredible adaptability of these ancient creatures, allowing them to thrive in various ecological niches while facing the constant challenge of predators in their environments. Each adaptation not only enhanced their survival, but also played a significant role in their interactions with other species. Dinosaurs were a diverse group of reptiles that evolved a wide range of limbs and tails, each adapted to different functions crucial for their survival. Initially, as dinosaurs began to diversify, their limbs evolved in response to their environment and lifestyle needs. Some dinosaurs became herbivores, while others were carnivores or omnivores, and their physical structures reflected these roles. For instance, long muscular limbs were essential for swift predators that relied on speed and agility to catch their prey. The strong legs of a carnivorous dinosaur, like the Tyrannosaurus rex, allowed for bursts of speed, enabling them to chase down fast-moving animals. The structure of their limbs was designed to support both strength and movement, providing the necessary support for running. On the other hand, herbivorous dinosaurs often evolved sturdier limbs to support their greater body mass and to help them navigate the terrain. Dinosaurs such as the Brachiosaurus had enormous pillar-like legs that could bear their weight as they reached for tall vegetation, while their broad feet helped support their large frames. These adaptations allowed them to thrive in environments where food sources were located high off the ground. The evolution of tails in dinosaurs also reflects specific functionalities. Tails served many purposes, such as balance, communication, and defense. For instance, long, whip-like tails could have been used by some species to help maintain balance while running or navigating through dense foliage. Other dinosaurs, like the Ankylosaurus, had much thicker and armored tails, which they likely used as weapons against predators. The adaptation of their tails provided an additional layer of defense, enhancing their survival in a world filled with threats. Moreover, some dinosaurs utilized their tails for communication. Vibrations and movements of the tail could signal messages to other dinosaurs, indicating everything from aggression to mating behaviors. This versatility demonstrates how limbs and tails evolved not just for mobility, but also for interaction within their environments. Overall, the evolution of limbs and tails in dinosaurs showcases a fascinating story of adaptation. Each species developed specific traits that allowed them to better thrive in their ecological niches, whether through strength, speed, communication, or defense. This intricate web of adaptations contributed to the rich diversity of dinosaurs that once roamed our planet. Recent discoveries in dinosaur paleontology have unveiled fascinating insights into the lives of these ancient creatures and their environments. One standout revelation is the unearthing of remarkably preserved dinosaur fossils, which include skin impressions and feather-like structures. These findings challenge earlier perceptions of what dinosaurs looked like, suggesting that many species had a diverse array of colorful feathers similar to modern birds. Another incredible discovery involved the identification of a species that displayed traits akin to both dinosaurs and birds. This species, often referred to as a transitional fossil, gives scientists a clearer picture of how birds evolved from their dinosaur ancestors, solidifying the connection between these groups. It paints a vibrant picture of how some dinosaurs may have lived and adapted in various habitats over millions of years. Additionally, researchers have discovered a new variety of herbivorous dinosaurs that roamed the Earth much later than previously believed. These animals had unique physical features, such as specialized teeth adapted for processing tough plant materials, suggesting they occupied specific ecological niches. This indicates that the diversity of dinosaur species persisted longer than once thought, leading to questions about their adaptability during a time of significant climatic changes. Moreover, the study of dinosaur nesting grounds has revealed evidence of complex social behaviors. Fossils found in these nesting sites suggest that some dinosaurs exhibited parental care, including protecting their nests and possibly feeding their young. This community-oriented behavior provides a glimpse into their social structures and how they may have interacted with one another. Lastly, the use of advanced imaging technologies has allowed paleontologists to analyze fossils without damaging them. This non-invasive approach uncovers details about bone structure, growth patterns, and even health conditions of dinosaurs, enriching our understanding of their biology and lifespans. Each of these discoveries not only adds to the story of dinosaurs, but also encourages ongoing exploration, redefining how we view these magnificent animals and their place in Earth's history. Future discoveries related to dinosaurs have the potential to significantly reshape our understanding of their lives, behaviors, and environments. As scientists uncover new fossil evidence, they may find ancient remains that reveal surprising details about how dinosaurs lived, interacted, and adapted to their surroundings. Consider the discovery of fossils that preserve skin textures or feathers. These findings could challenge previous ideas about dinosaur appearances and behaviors. If researchers discover more instances of feathers on larger species, it could suggest that many dinosaurs, even the ones we thought were scaly, were likely colorful and possibly had elaborate displays for attracting mates or intimidating rivals, similar to birds today. Moreover, advancements in technology, such as imaging techniques that allow scientists to peer into fossils without damaging them, may unveil internal structures that provide insights into dinosaur biology. By examining the internal bone structures or fossilized remains of soft tissues, researchers could learn about growth rates, metabolic processes, and even their reproductive strategies. This could lead to a more nuanced understanding of how they thrived in their ecosystems. Additionally, discoveries related to their habitats, like pollen grains or sediment layers in which fossils are found, could inform us about the environments dinosaurs inhabited. Changes in vegetation and climate conditions would help to reconstruct the ecosystems they lived in and clarify how these giants adapted to the changing world around them. Each time a new fossil is found or an innovative method is applied, it opens up a new chapter in the story of dinosaurs. These narratives can transform our knowledge not just of the dinosaurs themselves, but also of how life on Earth evolved during the time they roamed. Understanding their behavior, social structures, and responses to environmental changes may show us that they were more complex and dynamic than previously believed. As science progresses, what we learn about dinosaurs continues to evolve, expanding our perspective on their remarkable history. International collaborations are playing a crucial role in the advancement of dinosaur studies, bringing together researchers from different countries and cultures to share knowledge, resources, and discoveries. By pooling their expertise, scientists can tackle complex questions about dinosaurs that would be difficult to approach alone. One of the key benefits of these partnerships is the sharing of fossil discoveries. Fossils are often found in specific regions, and scientists from various countries can exchange specimens and data, enhancing the overall understanding of dinosaur diversity. For instance, a fossil discovered in one part of the world may reveal crucial information about a species, but its context may not be fully understood without comparative specimens from other regions. Additionally, collaborations often lead to joint excavation projects where teams work in the field together. This not only increases the number of fossils collected, but also fosters skill sharing among researchers. For instance, some teams might be experts in field techniques, while others excel in laboratory analyses. This blend of skills leads to a more comprehensive approach to studying these ancient creatures. Moreover, international collaborations can spur technological innovations. Advanced imaging techniques and methods for analyzing fossils are constantly evolving, and global teamwork means that researchers can access the latest technologies regardless of their geographical location. This access allows for a more detailed examination of fossils, which can lead to new insights about dinosaur biology, behavior, and evolution. Education and public outreach also benefit from collaborative efforts. Scientists from different nations can jointly create exhibits, educational materials, and documentaries that bring dinosaur research to a wider audience. This not only raises awareness, but also inspires future generations to engage with science. Ultimately, by connecting scientists from various disciplines and backgrounds, international collaborations accelerate the pace of discovery and deepen our understanding of dinosaurs. With shared passion and knowledge spanning the globe, the study of these magnificent creatures continues to evolve, much like the dinosaurs themselves. The extinction events that wiped out the dinosaurs provide valuable lessons for understanding today's climate change challenges. Around 66 million years ago, a massive asteroid struck Earth, leading to dramatic shifts in the environment. This event caused not just immediate destruction, but also long-term effects on the climate, including a drastic drop in temperatures known as a nuclear winter. This experience shows how sudden, catastrophic events can lead to irreversible changes in the climate, disrupting ecosystems and leading to the extinction of many species. Examining these ancient extinction events helps us recognize that ecosystems are fragile. The diverse life forms that thrived before the asteroid impact were unable to adapt quickly enough to the rapid changes in their environment. Today, we face a gradual yet equally significant threat from human-induced climate change. Rising temperatures, shifting weather patterns, and habitat loss are already pushing many species towards extinction. The history of the dinosaurs demonstrates that the loss of biodiversity often precedes a collapse of ecosystems, which in turn impacts all forms of life, including humans. Moreover, the aftermath of the dinosaurs' extinction offers insights into resilience and recovery. After the dramatic changes, life eventually rebounded, leading to the dominance of mammals and eventually humans. However, this process took millions of years and reminds us that while some species may adapt, others may be lost forever. Therefore, recognizing the responsibility we have in minimizing further damage is crucial. The extinction events that affected dinosaurs serve as a stark warning about the potential consequences of ignoring climate change. They illustrate how rapidly changing environments can decimate life on Earth, highlight the fragility of ecosystems, and emphasize the importance of taking action before it's too late. By learning from the past, we can make informed decisions that may protect the rich variety of life our planet still holds. The climate of Earth has changed dramatically over millions of years, and these shifts have played a significant role in shaping the evolution and survival of dinosaurs. During the age of dinosaurs, which lasted from about 230 million years ago to around 66 million years ago, Earth went through a variety of climatic stages, including warm periods and ice ages. In warmer times, large areas of the planet were covered in lush forests and open plains. This environment provided rich habitats and abundant food for herbivorous dinosaurs. These dinosaurs flourished and grew in size, developing various adaptations such as long necks and specialized teeth to help them reach high vegetation. At the same time, carnivorous dinosaurs evolved to become more effective hunters, adapting traits that allowed them to run faster and be more agile in pursuit of their prey. As temperatures cooled, however, the dynamics changed. These cooler spells led to shifts in vegetation and habitat, forcing many dinosaurs to adapt or migrate. Some species developed thicker skin or feathers for insulation, while others might have changed their behavior to find warmer areas or varied their diets based on what was available. One of the most critical climatic changes came at the end of the Cretaceous period, which was marked by a significant drop in temperatures and drastic environmental changes, possibly due to volcanic activity and asteroid impacts. This led to a severe disruption in ecosystems, causing the extinction of around 75% of all species, including non-avian dinosaurs. Those that survived were able to adapt or were fortunate enough to find niches that supported their continued existence. Past climate shifts heavily influenced which dinosaur species thrived and which ones did not. It set the scene for evolution through natural selection, driving changes in anatomy, behavior, and even food sources. Dinosaurs that could adapt to changing conditions often thrived, while those that could not eventually faced extinction. Volcanic activity played a significant role in shaping the environment that dinosaurs lived in, influencing both their evolution and extinction. Throughout the Mesozoic era, which spanned from about 253 million years ago to about 66 million years ago, massive volcanic eruptions occurred in various parts of the world. These eruptions released vast amounts of gases and ash into the atmosphere. Initially, the influence of volcanism could be seen in the evolution of dinosaurs. Volcanic eruptions often created new landscapes, such as mountains and plateaus, leading to varied habitats. This diversification of environments allowed for different dinosaur species to adapt and thrive in specific niches. For example, some dinosaurs evolved to become larger and more robust, while others adapted to smaller, quick-moving forms to evade predators. The dramatic changes in climate brought about by volcanic activities might have fostered evolutionary pressures that led to new adaptations in their anatomy and behaviors. However, the impact of volcanic activity took a darker turn towards the end of the Mesozoic era. One of the most significant events was the formation of extensive volcanic provinces, which released enormous quantities of carbon dioxide and sulfur dioxide. These gases could have led to severe climate fluctuations, including intense warming and cooling phases. In some cases, the release of these gases caused acid rain and altered the chemistry of oceans, drastically affecting ecosystems. As these environmental changes unfolded, food chains became disrupted. Dinosaurs, which depended on stable ecosystems, faced challenges due to habitat loss and changes in vegetation patterns. Many plant species struggled to survive amid these rapid shifts, leading to food shortages for herbivorous dinosaurs. This cascading effect contributed to the decline of populations across the dinosaur spectrum. Finally, roughly 66 million years ago, a series of volcanic eruptions coincided with the impact of a large asteroid. This combination of catastrophes triggered what is known as the Cretaceous-Paleogene extinction event. The dramatic changes in climate, coupled with environmental stressors from both the volcanic activity and the asteroid impact, ultimately led to the extinction of nearly all dinosaur species. Volcanic activity significantly influenced the evolutionary pathways of dinosaurs by creating new habitats and driving adaptation, but it also contributed to the catastrophic environmental changes that resulted in their mass extinction. The interplay between these natural forces shows how interconnected and fragile ecosystems can be, reminding us of the ongoing relationship between geology and life on Earth. Changing sea levels had a significant influence on the habitats of dinosaurs throughout their reign. During the Mesozoic era, which is often referred to as the Age of Dinosaurs, the planet experienced various shifts in sea levels due to factors such as climate change, tectonic activity, and the melting of ice caps. These fluctuations resulted in the expansion and contraction of shallow seas. When sea levels rose, coastal areas often transformed into rich, fertile environments. This led to the development of lush vegetation along shorelines and in low-lying areas that were once drier. Dinosaurs, particularly herbivores, thrived in these areas, as the abundance of plant life provided ample food sources. Large species could roam across these verdant landscapes, taking advantage of the high productivity of these regions. On the other hand, when sea levels fell, these coastal environments gradually receded, exposing land that was once underwater. This could lead to the formation of new habitats, including river systems and floodplains. Dinosaurs adapted to these changes, with some species becoming more suited for life in drier conditions or moving to newly formed areas to find food and shelter. Additionally, the rise and fall of sea levels created barriers that impacted the migration and evolution of dinosaur species. Isolated populations might evolve unique traits over time due to their separation from others. Thus, changing sea levels were not merely physical transformations, but also catalysts for biological diversity and evolution among dinosaurs, shaping the landscapes they inhabited and influencing their adaptations to different environments. Interpreting how dinosaurs moved and their speed from skeletal remains is like piecing together a puzzle from clues left behind in their bones. Paleontologists study the structure of dinosaur skeletons to understand their body mechanics. They analyze the size and shape of bones, especially the limbs and hips. For instance, the strength and orientation of the leg bones provide insight into how a dinosaur might have walked or run. The proportions of the limbs also reveal crucial information. A dinosaur with long hind limbs relative to its body might have been built for speed, similar to how certain modern animals like horses or cheetahs are designed for fast movement. In contrast, dinosaurs with shorter limbs were possibly more suited for stability rather than swift travel. Scientists also look at the joints and muscle attachment sites. The size of these areas indicates how strong the muscles were, which gives clues about the potential speed and agility. A large muscle attachment suggests that a dinosaur could generate powerful movements, meaning it might have moved quickly or even jumped. Paleontologists also compare dinosaurs to living animals. By studying the locomotion of modern-day reptiles and birds, which are their closest relatives, scientists can make educated guesses about how dinosaurs might have traveled. They develop models that simulate movement based on skeletal structures, providing a clearer picture of how fast a dinosaur could run or how it might have navigated its environment. Finally, fossilized footprints offer invaluable insight. By examining the size, depth, and spacing of footprints, researchers can estimate the speed of the dinosaur when it was walking or running. Combining all these pieces of evidence helps scientists create a more complete understanding of dinosaur locomotion and speed, revealing not just how they moved, but also how they lived in a world millions of years ago. Sensory adaptations were essential for the survival of dinosaurs, helping them navigate their environments, find food, and avoid predators. These adaptations varied widely among different dinosaur species, shaped by their habitats and lifestyles. For instance, many plant-eating dinosaurs, or herbivores, had wide-set eyes that provided a broad field of vision. This arrangement allowed them to detect potential threats from various angles while still grazing on vegetation. Enhanced vision helped these creatures stay alert to predators lurking nearby, giving them an edge in survival. On the other hand, some carnivorous dinosaurs developed keen senses for hunting. Their eyes were often positioned more towards the front of the head, giving them depth perception and enabling them to gauge distances accurately. This was crucial for stalking and ambushing prey. Additionally, a powerful sense of smell often accompanied their vision. Carnivores could track scents in the air, leading them to food sources and helping them distinguish between different animals. Hearing was also a vital sense. Dinosaurs that lived in groups, like certain herbivores, likely relied on vocalizations and sound to communicate warnings or signal danger to each other. An acute sense of hearing would help them pick up on subtle sounds in their environment, enhancing their ability to react quickly to potential threats. Collectively, these sensory adaptations created a dynamic interplay. Dinosaurs equipped with advanced senses could thrive in their environments, whether they were fending off predators or hunting prey. Their survival depended not just on physical traits like size or strength, but on their ability to perceive and respond to the world around them. This intricate relationship between sensory perception and survival showcases the incredible diversity and adaptability of dinosaurs throughout their reign on Earth. The idea that some dinosaurs may have shown parental care comes from several fascinating pieces of evidence found in fossil records. One of the most persuasive examples comes from nests discovered in various locations around the world. These nests often contain eggs that are carefully arranged, suggesting that the parent dinosaurs took time to build them with care. In some nests, fossils show that eggs were preserved with the telltale patterns of being layered or positioned in a way that protects them from the elements and predators. This indicates that the adult dinosaurs likely had a protective behavior. Additionally, fossils of young dinosaurs have been found in close proximity to nests, which suggests that the adults may have remained nearby to guard and nurture their hatchlings. Some sites even reveal the skeletal remains of very young dinosaurs, possibly indicating that they lived together with adults for a time after hatching. Moreover, scientists have discovered fossilized tracks of dinosaur parents walking alongside their young. This kind of evidence visually portrays a family dynamic, as it reveals a social structure where adults guided their offspring, much like many modern birds and reptiles do today. Overall, these findings collectively hint that certain groups of dinosaurs, particularly those more closely related to modern birds, may have engaged in behaviors indicative of parental care, ensuring their young had a better chance of survival in a prehistoric world filled with challenges. Dinosaur nesting behaviors share remarkable similarities with both modern birds and reptiles. By studying fossils, scientists have discovered that many dinosaurs, especially those closely related to birds, exhibited advanced nesting practices. For example, some species created nests on the ground in which they laid their eggs, often featuring a protective structure made from nearby vegetation. This is something you can observe in many modern birds, which carefully choose locations away from predators to ensure the safety of their young. Modern reptiles, such as crocodiles, display different strategies. They typically dig shallow nests in the sand or mud, where they lay their eggs and protect them until they hatch. Interestingly, some dinosaur nests have been found containing a similar arrangement, which suggests these ancient creatures might have cared for their eggs in a way akin to reptiles. In terms of parental care, many birds show a high level of involvement. They incubate their eggs and feed their chicks once they hatch. Fossil evidence suggests that certain dinosaurs, like the oviraptor, displayed similar behaviors, incubating their eggs and possibly providing care for their hatchlings. This connection to modern birds illustrates an evolutionary trend toward more complex social and nurturing behaviors. Overall, while there are differences between the nesting habits of dinosaurs, birds, and reptiles, the similarities highlight an evolutionary link that suggests dinosaurs were not as distant from their modern descendants as one might think. This understanding enriches our knowledge of how these magnificent creatures lived and thrived millions of years ago. Dinosaurs, much like many animals today, developed various strategies for camouflage to blend into their surroundings and avoid predators or enhance their hunting efforts. One major technique was the use of coloration. Many dinosaurs had skin that showcased earthy tones, browns, greens, and grays that matched the foliage and terrain of their habitats. This natural palette allowed them to become nearly invisible against the ground or amidst plants, providing a vital advantage in both evading threats and stalking prey. Patterning was another important camouflage strategy. Some dinosaurs may have sported spots, stripes, or mottled designs on their skin. These patterns could help break up the outline of their bodies, making them harder to identify. For example, a dinosaur with stripe-like markings could blend into a forest environment filled with sun-dappled light filtering through leaves. Additionally, some dinosaurs might have had seasonal changes in coloration, analogous to modern animals like Arctic hare or certain birds. As environments change throughout the year, these dinosaurs could alter their appearance to better match the changing landscapes, such as transitioning to lighter shades during winter to blend with snow-covered ground. Finally, some species possibly mimic the textures and colors of specific habitats, such as rocky outcrops or sandy dunes. This mimicry allowed them to remain unnoticed among the unique features of their environments. These camouflage strategies were vital for survival, drawing on the same principles that still govern the interactions between animals and their environments today. By successfully blending into their surroundings, dinosaurs increased their chances of surviving and thriving in a world filled with dangers and competition. Mimicry played a significant role in the survival of both predator and prey dinosaurs, influencing the delicate balance of their ecosystems. For predators, disguising themselves could provide a tactical advantage. Imagine a dinosaur that resembles the vegetation around it. A clever predator might use this ability to lie in wait, blending seamlessly with the environment. This camouflage makes it much harder for prey to detect an approaching threat, allowing the predator to strike when the moment is right. On the other hand, prey dinosaurs could also utilize mimicry as a means of protection. Some species might develop features that resemble poisonous or dangerous creatures. If a harmless dinosaur looks like a venomous one, potential predators would think twice before attacking, mistaking it for something hazardous. Additionally, some dinosaurs may have mimicked the appearance of more intimidating species to ward off threats, leveraging fear as a defense mechanism. Mimicry can also extend beyond physical appearance. Certain dinosaurs might adopt behaviors that mimic less vulnerable species, such as moving in a way that confuses predators. This kind of mimicry offers an extra layer of survival strategy, showcasing the intricate ways in which evolution shapes the interactions between predator and prey. In being able to deceive or mislead their enemies, both types of dinosaurs could effectively enhance their chances of survival in a harsh and competitive world. Herbivorous dinosaurs played a crucial role in their ecosystems, and their coexistence with other species was a delicate balance. One key factor was the sheer variety of plant life available during the age of dinosaurs. Different herbivorous species had unique dietary preferences, allowing them to feed on specific types of vegetation. Some may have grazed on low-growing ferns and cycads, while others reached for taller trees or even consumed bark. This diversity in diet meant that no single plant species was targeted to the point of complete depletion. Moreover, plants evolved unique strategies to survive and thrive despite constant herbivory. Many developed tough, fibrous leaves or grew in patterns difficult for large herbivores to access. Some plants had the ability to regrow quickly after being eaten, thereby maintaining a steady population. Importantly, the reproductive cycles of these plants often complemented the feeding habits of herbivores. For example, certain plants seasonally produced large amounts of seeds or foliage, ensuring that even if some were consumed, there would be plenty of resources available when the herbivores returned. In addition to these biological factors, the ecosystems themselves were complex. Different species lived in various habitats or regions, reducing competition for resources. Some herbivores were migratory, moving to new areas as seasons changed, allowing plant populations to recover in their absence. Predators also played a pivotal role. By controlling herbivore populations, they helped prevent overconsumption of any single plant type. Lastly, the evolutionary arms race between plants and herbivores shaped both groups over millions of years. As herbivores adapted with stronger jaws or longer necks to reach higher foliage, plants developed defenses such as toxins or thorns, reinforcing this balance. This dynamic interplay ensured the survival of both herbivores and their plant food sources, fostering a diverse and stable ecosystem where multiple species could coexist harmoniously. During the age of dinosaurs, which spanned millions of years and included several distinct periods, the types of vegetation varied significantly, influencing the habitats that these giant creatures occupied. In the beginning, during the Triassic period, the plant landscape was largely dominated by seed ferns, cycads, and small conifers. This mix favored the early dinosaurs, providing them with food and a place to thrive. As we moved into the Jurassic period, the diversity of plant life expanded dramatically. This era saw the rise of large conifer forests, lush ferns, and the first appearance of flowering plants. These vast stretches of greenery created a rich environment for herbivorous dinosaurs to graze and thrive, highlighting the significant role that vegetation played in shaping dinosaur ecosystems. With this diversity, dinosaurs such as the massive sauropods could find ample food supply, leading to their dominance. Then came the Cretaceous period, where flowering plants, known as angiosperms, became increasingly prevalent. This transition introduced new types of vegetation, including a variety of shrubs and hardwood trees. The lush environment was complemented by flowering plants that attracted many types of insects and other animals, leading to a complex food web. This period fostered the evolution of diverse dinosaur species as they adapted to the changing plant life around them. Overall, the story of dinosaur eras cannot be separated from the evolution of vegetation. Each period contributed to a unique ecological landscape, providing the necessary conditions for dinosaurs to flourish and evolve into the extraordinary creatures we study today. Modern computational models serve as powerful tools in uncovering the secrets of dinosaur dynamics, allowing scientists to simulate and analyze how these ancient creatures may have moved and interacted within their environments. These models are built using vast amounts of data, including fossil records and information about the physical characteristics of dinosaurs, such as their size, weight, and bone structure. This computational approach enables researchers to reconstruct how different species might have walked, run, or even hunted. By creating virtual representations of dinosaurs, scientists can experiment with various factors such as terrain type, climate conditions, and the presence of other species. For example, these models can simulate the movement of a herd of herbivorous dinosaurs in response to the threat of predators, or how they foraged for food over varied landscapes. With each simulation, patterns emerge that provide insights into their behavior and social structures. Additionally, modern computational models utilize principles from physics and biomechanics to understand the mechanics of movement. By applying knowledge about forces, energy, and balance, researchers can assess how efficiently dinosaurs could run or how they might have cared for their young. This mathematical modeling, combined with visual simulation, offers a tangible way to see how these magnificent creatures adapted to their surroundings. Ultimately, computational models bridge the gap between paleontology and technology. They provide a clearer picture of how dinosaurs lived, adapted, and thrived millions of years ago, shedding light on a past that has long been buried beneath the Earth's surface. The results not only enrich our understanding of dinosaurs, but also enhance our appreciation for the complexity of life on our planet. Genetic and molecular science play a crucial role in uncovering the links between dinosaurs and their modern descendants, primarily birds. Researchers harness information from DNA and other molecular structures to piece together the evolutionary puzzle. They start by extracting ancient DNA from fossils whenever possible, though this is incredibly challenging due to the age and degradation of the samples. When fossilized materials lack DNA, scientists examine the genetic sequences of modern birds and reptiles, which are the closest relatives to dinosaurs. By analyzing similarities and differences in their genetic material, researchers can infer how certain traits evolved over millions of years. This is akin to comparing family photos from generations past to understand how family features have changed over time. Additionally, molecular science allows for the study of proteins and other biological markers that can survive in fossils. These markers can provide vital clues about the physiology and behavior of dinosaurs, helping scientists ascertain what they might have looked like and how they lived. For instance, researchers have identified proteins that suggest some dinosaurs may have had feathers, an important link to modern birds. Combining genetic analysis with the fossil record creates a richer understanding of how dinosaurs adapted to their environments and how specific characteristics, like flight, have persisted or transformed in their modern relatives. This interdisciplinary approach not only sheds light on the past, but also enhances our knowledge of evolution as a whole, offering insights into how life on Earth has evolved over vast timescales. Artistic interpretations of dinosaurs have evolved significantly over the centuries, reflecting advances in science and shifts in cultural perceptions. In the early depictions, dinosaurs were often imagined as monstrous creatures, fearsome lizards that towered over everything in a dramatic and intimidating way. These representations were largely influenced by the limited fossil knowledge available at the time and were shaped by the imagination of the artists, who often relied on vague descriptions and scant evidence. As the field of paleontology developed in the 19th century, artists began to refine their portrayals of dinosaurs. They started to include more accurate anatomical features influenced by fossil discoveries that revealed details about the structure and possible behaviors of these ancient creatures. For example, artists began to depict dinosaurs with more realistic postures, showcasing them as potentially agile and dynamic rather than solely as lumbering monsters. Moving into the 20th century, as more fossils were uncovered, the art shifted again. A new understanding of dinosaurs emerged, suggesting that many of them were warm-blooded and perhaps even feathered. This discovery led to a significant transformation in how artists viewed and illustrated dinosaurs. They were no longer just viewed as cold-blooded reptiles, but rather as vibrant, dynamic animals that could have borne similarities to modern birds. This repositioning highlighted evolutionary connections and presented dinosaurs in a light that incorporated color and liveliness, reflecting the latest scientific insights. In contemporary times, the artistic portrayal of dinosaurs has reached new heights. With advanced imaging techniques and a growing body of research, artists are now able to create sophisticated visuals that depict dinosaurs in their natural habitats. These illustrations often incorporate elements of behavior and interaction, suggesting more complex lives than merely existing as solitary giants. Films, documentaries, and exhibitions utilize this artistry to capture the imagination of the public, making dinosaurs not just objects of study, but also symbols of wonder and adventure. As our scientific understanding continues to grow, so too will artistic interpretations, keeping the legacy of dinosaurs alive in exciting and evolving ways. The journey from fearsome monsters to vibrant creatures speaks to both our exploration of the past and our never-ending quest to understand the world around us. Recent discoveries have significantly transformed our understanding of dinosaurs, challenging many long-held perceptions. Traditionally, dinosaurs were often portrayed as big, lumbering, cold-blooded creatures, largely resembling modern reptiles. However, new fossil evidence and advanced techniques have painted a different dinosaur sizes and shapes more profoundly. While the image of massive, slow-moving dinosaurs dominates our imagination, discoveries show that many species were smaller, faster, and potentially more agile. The environments in which dinosaurs lived were different than previously understood. New research into the ecosystems of the Mesozoic era, such as the presence of diverse flora and varied climates, reveals that dinosaurs inhabited dynamic habitats. This realization leads us to rethink how they interacted with their environment. Through these discoveries, our understanding of dinosaurs is evolving, revealing them as vibrant, diverse, and complex creatures that were much more than the lumbering giants we once imagined. This challenges for millions of years. Are we prepared to provide a safe and suitable environment for these creatures? The original habitats of dinosaurs no longer exist, and recreating ecosystems that can support them poses significant challenges. Furthermore, there is the issue of animal welfare. Bringing ancient animals back to life could lead to unforeseen suffering. These creatures may have evolved to live in specific conditions that are now long gone, meaning they might struggle to survive, adapt, and thrive in the modern world. Decisions about their care and management require a deep understanding of their biology and behavior, which we can only speculate about based on fossils and existing relatives. Another key consideration is the impact on the current ecosystem. Introducing species that once roamed the Earth could disrupt existing habitats and communities. For example, modern animals could be put at risk or challenged by the reintroduction of predators or competitors. This imbalance could lead to unforeseen consequences, including the extinction of contemporary species. Moreover, ethical dilemmas also arise from the potential misuse of cloning technology. If the ability to bring back dinosaurs becomes a reality, it could prompt debates over priorities in scientific research. Resources might be diverted from addressing urgent issues like conservation of endangered species or solving pressing environmental problems toward resurrecting long-extinct beings. Lastly, there are philosophical questions surrounding the idea of playing God. The concept of reviving long-lost species challenges our views on what it means to interfere with nature. It raises fundamental questions about humanity's role in the natural world and the moral implications of such profound manipulations of life. While the science of cloning dinosaurs is fascinating, the ethical implications make us think deeply about our responsibilities towards these newly created beings, existing ecosystems, and the societal values that guide our scientific endeavors. Each step forward in this area requires careful consideration and open conversations about the potential outcomes and moral obligations we face. The idea of bringing dinosaurs back to life, known as de-extinction, stirs imaginations around the world. Scientists are divided on this topic. Some believe that advances in genetics could potentially allow us to resurrect animals closely related to dinosaurs, such as birds, by tweaking their DNA. This approach is grounded in the understanding that many modern birds share a common ancestry with dinosaurs, creating an intriguing link between the past and the present. On the other hand, there are significant challenges and ethical concerns. The DNA of dinosaurs is millions of years old and likely not intact enough to recreate a living specimen. Even if it were possible, scientists question whether these creatures could survive in our current environment, which is drastically different from the world they once inhabited. Additionally, there are concerns about the ecological impacts of reintroducing long-extinct species into ecosystems that have evolved in their absence. The public responds to the idea with a mix of excitement and caution. Many people envision a world where we could see these majestic creatures roam the earth once again, akin to scenes from movies. However, there is also a realization that such an undertaking would require careful deliberation about the implications, including the ethical treatment of any de-extinct animals and their potential effects on existing wildlife. Overall, while the concept of de-extincting dinosaurs captures public fascination, it prompts a deeper conversation about the responsibilities of science and technology in pursuing such extraordinary goals. The challenge lies not only in the feasibility of the science, but also in the moral questions that accompany the ability to create life from the past. The history of dinosaur paleontology is filled with remarkable individuals who shaped our understanding of these ancient creatures. One of the most notable figures is Richard Owen, a British scientist from the 19th century. He coined the term Dinosauria, which means terrible lizard, and recognized dinosaurs as a distinct group of reptiles. His work laid the foundation for the study of these fascinating animals. Another influential paleontologist is Edward Drinker Cope, known for his intense rivalry with Othniel Charles Marsh during the late 19th century. This competition, often referred to as the Bone Wars, spurred a great deal of fossil discoveries and advancements in the field. Cope was particularly skilled at identifying and naming new species, contributing significantly to the diversity of known dinosaurs. Moving into the 20th century, John Ostrom played a key role in reshaping our understanding of dinosaurs, especially regarding their relationship to birds. His studies suggested that some dinosaurs were warm-blooded and capable of flight-like characteristics, which sparked new discussions on dinosaur behavior and evolution. More recently, the work of paleontologists like Robert Bakker has revitalized the study of dinosaurs from the 70s onward. Bakker advocated for the idea that dinosaurs were active and dynamic creatures, which contrasted with the long-held belief that they were slow and lethargic. His ideas helped to shift the perception of dinosaurs, emphasizing their complexity and vitality. These figures, among others, have made profound impacts on the field of dinosaur paleontology. Their discoveries and theories continue to shape how we view the prehistoric world and understand the evolution of life on Earth. The contributions of women in paleontology have profoundly influenced our understanding of dinosaurs, bringing new perspectives and groundbreaking discoveries to the field. For many years, paleontology was predominantly a male-dominated discipline, but women have increasingly taken center stage, expanding our knowledge and challenging existing narratives. Consider the work of Mary Anning in the early 19th century, who, although she faced numerous obstacles, discovered some of the first dinosaur fossils and made significant contributions to the understanding of prehistoric life. Her meticulous work laid a foundation for future generations, demonstrating that anyone could contribute to our understanding of Earth's history regardless of gender. Fast forward to the present day, figures such as Dr. Louise Leakey and Dr. Elizabeth Craig have continued to shape the field. They have not only unearthed vital fossil evidence, but have also pioneered methodologies that allow for a deeper understanding of dinosaur behavior, ecology, and evolution. Their research often emphasizes the importance of interdisciplinary studies, combining paleontology with geology and biology, which enhances our ability to paint a clearer picture of Earth's distant past. Moreover, women have also played crucial roles in education and advocacy within paleontology. They empower the next generation of scientists, encouraging young girls to pursue careers in STEM fields. This shift ensures that diverse voices are heard, enriching the research landscape and leading to innovative approaches in unearthing secrets held within rocks and bones. By challenging long-standing biases within the field, women in paleontology have opened doors to new ideas and discoveries. Their tireless efforts not only reshape our understanding of dinosaurs, but also inspire a broader narrative about inclusivity in science, reminding us that the quest for knowledge benefits from every perspective, ultimately leading to a more complete understanding of our world. The colors of dinosaur skins and feathers remain a fascinating subject of scientific inquiry, primarily because we rely on the fossilized remains to piece together this puzzle. The discovery of well-preserved fossils, particularly those with feathers, has provided remarkable clues. In some cases, the color patterns can be inferred from microscopic structures called melanosomes, which are tiny organelles that contain pigments. These melanosomes vary in shape and size depending on the type of pigment they hold, leading researchers to identify colors like black, brown, and reddish tones in some dinosaur species. For instance, one feathered dinosaur fossil showed patterns that suggest it was likely dark in color with lighter markings, a pattern similar to some modern birds, which may have served as camouflage or to attract mates. Additionally, the coloration could also indicate thermal regulation. If a dinosaur had darker skin or feathers, it might have absorbed more sunlight and kept warmer, much like some modern reptiles do today. On the other hand, lighter colors might have helped with cooling. Overall, while we cannot say with absolute certainty what colors dinosaurs exhibited, the evidence suggests a rich tapestry of possible hues, much like the diversity seen in today's reptiles and birds. As new fossils are discovered and analyzed, our understanding of the beautiful complexity of dinosaur coloration continues to evolve. Scientists have developed fascinating methods to infer the colors of dinosaurs from fossilized remains, primarily using clues found in the microscopic structures of their feathers and skin. When a dinosaur fossil is discovered, researchers often examine its preserved soft tissues, like feathers or skin impressions. Within these ancient materials, they look for tiny, organ-specific structures called melanosomes. Melanosomes are small cellular components responsible for producing and storing pigments, which give color to modern birds and reptiles. By analyzing the shapes and sizes of these melanosomes found in fossils, scientists can make educated guesses about the potential colors of the dinosaurs. For example, elongated melanosomes often indicate black or gray shades, while spherical ones may suggest lighter colors. In addition to the structure of melanosomes, the surrounding environment and the fossil's geographic location can provide contextual clues about the dinosaur's habitat. Some species are believed to have had colors suited for camouflage to blend into their surroundings or for display purposes, like attracting mates. This exciting intersection of paleontology and biochemistry allows scientists to paint a more vibrant picture of what dinosaurs may have looked like, revealing not just their physical forms, but also offering insights into their behavior and ecology. Thus, through careful analysis and inference, we are slowly uncovering the colorful lives of these ancient creatures. The idea that dinosaurs might have lived in herds or packs comes from several pieces of evidence found in fossil records and geological studies. One compelling clue is the discovery of fossilized tracks. When researchers find numerous dinosaur footprints congregated together, it suggests that these creatures traveled in groups, much like modern-day animals do. In some locations, large groups of fossilized remains have been unearthed. These gatherings indicate that dinosaurs may have shared habitats, possibly for protection against predators or during migration for food. Additionally, some fossils show evidence of social behavior. For example, certain species appear to have been reliant on each other for raising their young, which likely required a communal effort. Furthermore, bone beds have been found containing the remains of many dinosaurs from the same species in one location. These bone beds suggest that these dinosaurs lived together, perhaps utilizing cooperation for foraging or defending against threats. The physical structure of some dinosaurs also points towards herd behavior. For instance, some were built to roam vast distances, which would be easier as a group. This combination of fossil evidence leads scientists to propose that, similar to some modern mammals and birds, many dinosaurs may have lived in herds or packs, benefiting from the social support system these dynamics provide. The survival of certain dinosaur species may have been greatly enhanced by their ability to exhibit group behavior. Imagine a herd of large dinosaurs, such as sauropods, moving together through their environment. This grouping provided various advantages in the face of threats, such as predators. When dinosaurs traveled in numbers, the odds of being preyed upon were reduced. The sheer size of a group can deter attackers, making it more challenging for predators to isolate and hunt individual members. Groups could also provide additional support in locating food and water. In a world where resources were limited, working together allowed these dinosaurs to cover more ground and maximize their chances of survival. By communicating and coordinating with one another, they could find the best grazing areas, making them more efficient in their resource use. Furthermore, some species may have exhibited nurturing behaviors, which can strengthen family bonds within these groups. For example, many species likely engaged in protective behavior towards their young. This cooperation in raising offspring increased the chances of survival for the next generation, enabling these dinosaur species to thrive over time. The instinct to band together could have played a crucial role in the success of certain dinosaur species, allowing them to fend off predators, find resources more effectively, and support their young. These group behaviors formed an essential part of their survival strategy in the ever-changing landscapes they roamed. The immediate aftermath of the meteor impact that likely contributed to the extinction of the dinosaurs was catastrophic and far-reaching. When the meteor struck, it created an enormous explosion, releasing energy thousands of times greater than that of nuclear bombs. This impact not only generated intense heat, but also sent shockwaves through the Earth, causing widespread wildfires and massive tsunamis. The immediate environment was altered dramatically. Debris from the impact was ejected into the atmosphere, forming a thick cloud that blocked sunlight. This darkness persisted for months, leading to a significant drop in temperatures across the globe. The result was an impact winter, where plants struggled to photosynthesize, disrupting the entire food chain. As plants died off, herbivores lost their primary food sources, and the carnivores that fed on them faced starvation. The disruption of ecosystems was severe, with many species unable to adapt to the sudden changes in their environment. This chain reaction of extinction unfolded rapidly, leading to the disappearance of about 75% of all species, including all non-avian dinosaurs. The impact set off a series of environmental catastrophes that reshaped life on Earth. The combination of darkness, cold, and a collapse of food webs created a crisis that was too great for many species to survive, fundamentally changing the course of evolution on our planet. The history of Earth is marked by numerous meteor impacts, and while the most famous is the one believed to have led to the extinction of the dinosaurs, smaller impacts may have played a role in shaping life well before this catastrophic event. Researchers suggest that the dinosaurs existed for about 150 million years, a time during which the planet experienced several impacts of varying sizes. Smaller meteor strikes could have caused localized effects, such as wildfires, tsunamis, or atmospheric disturbances. These disruptions would have had implications for the ecosystems where dinosaurs lived. For instance, a meteor impacting a forest could destroy habitats, alter food chains, or create conditions unfriendly to certain species. Such changes might have forced some dinosaur species to adapt, evolve, or even go extinct over millions of years, potentially steering the course of evolution in ways we can't fully reconstruct. Evidence indicates that impacts occurred intermittently throughout the Mesozoic era, suggesting that these cosmic events were already interacting with Earth's biosphere long before the more well-known End Cretaceous impact. Thus, while the End Cretaceous event undoubtedly had a dominant effect, the concept of prior meteor impacts influencing dinosaur evolution is very plausible. These earlier events may have contributed to the complex dance of extinction and adaptation, setting the stage for the dramatic changes that would follow. Scientists explore how dinosaurs might have vocalized by piecing together clues from various sources, much like detectives solving a mystery. One of the primary methods involves studying the anatomy of dinosaur fossils, especially the structures associated with sound production. For instance, researchers examine the shape and size of the head and neck, as well as any structures that could have acted like modern-day vocal organs. They often compare these fossils with the anatomy of present-day birds and reptiles, since birds are considered modern relatives of dinosaurs. By understanding how these animals produce sound, scientists can make educated guesses about how similar structures in dinosaurs may have functioned. Additionally, the fossilized remains may show signs of specialized features, such as resonating chambers in the skull or unusual features in the throat area. These anatomical clues provide insights into whether a dinosaur might have produced deep roars, high-pitched calls, or complex sounds. Scientists also analyze the environments where fossilized remains were found. This includes looking into the potential ecosystems and the types of interactions these creatures might have had with one another. For example, if they lived in social groups, the need for vocal communication could have influenced their sounds. Finally, researchers use sound modeling techniques, which mimic how sound travels through different environments. By simulating how sound waves would behave in various habitats, they can better understand the type of vocalizations that might have been beneficial for communication among dinosaurs. Through these combined methods, scientists gradually assemble an idea of what the roaring, calling, or possibly silent lives of dinosaurs could have sounded like, offering us a glimpse into their world. In popular entertainment, the sounds of dinosaurs have often been portrayed in a dramatic and exaggerated manner that adds excitement and suspense. When we think about dinosaur sounds, many people might immediately recall the thunderous roars featured in films or documentaries. These roars are designed to evoke fear and awe, making dinosaurs seem like formidable creatures. However, the truth is that scientists can only make educated guesses about what these ancient animals actually sounded like. The main way we can speculate about dinosaur sounds is through studying their closest living relatives, birds and crocodiles. Birds, in particular, produce a wide variety of calls and songs, while crocodiles are capable of deep, resonant grunts and growls. This suggests that some dinosaurs may have had a range of vocalizations that varied in pitch and tone. Perhaps some might have even sung melodious calls, much like modern birds. Film creators often choose to give dinosaurs deep, guttural sounds to highlight their size and power. This choice effectively communicates the might of these creatures, but may stray far from reality. The sound design acts as a storytelling tool, crafting an image of dinosaurs as grand and terrifying beings. Sometimes, for dramatic effect, filmmakers combine real animal sounds with exaggerated, synthesized effects to create something wholly unique and captivating, leading audiences to experience dinosaurs in a way that may not reflect their true nature but is undeniably thrilling. As a result, we are left with a captivating blend of guesswork and creativity, where the reality of dinosaur sounds is transformed into a spectacle that captures the imagination. While the actual sounds of these magnificent creatures remain a mystery, our interpretations provide an exciting lens through which we can explore their world. Throughout the world, there are several key sites that have yielded significant dinosaur fossils, shaping our understanding of these ancient creatures. One of the most renowned locations is in Montana, in the United States, specifically the Hell Creek Formation. This area is famous for its rich deposits of late Cretaceous period fossils, including many specimens of the iconic Tyrannosaurus rex. The bones found here help scientists piece together how these massive predators lived and interacted with their environment. Another important site is in Argentina, known as the Patagonia region, where the fossil beds of La Flecha and the Ankylosaurus-rich deposits can be found. Here, paleontologists have discovered some of the largest dinosaurs ever, including towering sauropods. The fossils unearthed in this area provide valuable insights into the diversity of dinosaur species and their adaptations to different ecosystems. Over in China, the Liaoning province has become a treasure trove for bird-like dinosaurs and feathered species. The exceptional preservation of fossils found here reveals incredible details about the transition from non-avian dinosaurs to birds, highlighting how some species developed feathers for insulation or display long before they took to the skies. Another significant site is the Dinosaur Provincial Park in Alberta, Canada, where hundreds of dinosaur skeletons have been uncovered. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is remarkable for the sheer number of specimens, including hadrosaurs and ceratopsians, and has contributed greatly to our knowledge of dinosaur behavior and social structures. Lastly, the Isle of Skye in Scotland features an area rich in dinosaur footprints, providing unique evidence of the movements and activities of these ancient reptiles. These tracks offer a rare glimpse into the daily lives of dinosaurs and their interactions with their environment. Each of these sites contributes uniquely to the broader narrative of dinosaur history, revealing not only the incredible diversity and evolution of these creatures, but also the ways in which they navigated their habitats millions of years ago. Dinosaur fossil sites are like time capsules that keep revealing new secrets about these ancient creatures. Scientists regularly visit these locations, carefully excavating the sediment and rock where fossils are embedded. Each layer of earth represents a different moment in time, and as they dig deeper, they uncover fossils that can be millions of years old. Every new fossil discovery provides a piece of the puzzle about how dinosaurs lived, what they looked like, and how they interacted with their environment. For example, a single tooth or bone can indicate new species or show variations within a species. These findings offer insight into the diversity of dinosaurs, reflecting their adaptations to different ecosystems over time. Moreover, advanced techniques like scanning and imaging allow researchers to study fossils without causing damage. These methods can reveal finer details of bone structure and growth patterns, helping scientists understand how various species survived and thrived. As technology evolves, it provides fresh tools to analyze old specimens, often leading to unexpected discoveries or revised understandings of dinosaur biology and behavior. Furthermore, paleontologists are continuously refining their theories about how dinosaurs classified and evolved. When they find fossil sites that were previously overlooked, they often yield entirely new species or changes in our understanding of existing ones. When these discoveries come together, they paint a richer picture of how diverse dinosaur life was, illustrating the complexity of ecosystems that existed millions of years ago. Each new excavation contributes to our ever-growing knowledge of these fascinating creatures. Microfossils and isotopic analysis provide a fascinating glimpse into the lives of dinosaurs, acting as time capsules that tell stories of their biology and environment. Microfossils are tiny remains, such as bits of teeth, bones, skin, or even the remains of tiny organisms that existed alongside dinosaurs. They help scientists piece together what dinosaurs ate, how they moved, and their habitats. For instance, by examining the structure of microfossils found in sediment layers, researchers can infer diet. Different types of plants or creatures leave unique marks on the microfossil record, allowing scientists to identify whether a dinosaur was a herbivore, carnivore, or omnivore. On the other hand, isotopic analysis involves looking at the chemical signatures found in the remains of dinosaurs or the rocks around them. Every element has different forms called isotopes, and the ratios of these isotopes can provide information about diet and the climate of past environments. For example, the ratio of carbon isotopes in a piece of dinosaur bone can indicate what types of plants the dinosaur consumed. Similarly, isotopic ratios in oxygen can reveal information about the water sources dinosaurs relied on and even their body temperatures. Combined, these methods give a clearer picture of dinosaur physiology. They shed light on how these magnificent creatures adapted to their surroundings, how warm-blooded or cold-blooded they might have been, and how their growth patterns differed, all vital pieces of the larger puzzle that is the age of the dinosaurs. Understanding dinosaurs through microfossils and isotopic analysis enriches our view of their existence, painting a lively picture of their world millions of years ago. Microscopic evaluations of teeth and bones can provide fascinating insights into the diets of dinosaurs. When we look at the teeth of these ancient creatures, we can observe their shape and wear patterns. Different types of teeth reflect different feeding habits. Sharp, serrated edges suggest a carnivorous diet, ideal for tearing flesh, while flat, broad surfaces indicate herbivorous tendencies, perfect for grinding plants. Beyond teeth, we can analyze tiny scratches and pits on their surfaces. These marks tell us how dinosaurs interacted with their food. For instance, the presence of certain wear patterns might indicate a diet consisting mainly of tough vegetation, while wear patterns that are more rounded could suggest a softer diet, consisting of smaller animals or fruits. Additionally, examining isotopes in bones and teeth reveals information about the chemical composition of their food. This method allows scientists to determine whether an animal primarily ate plants or other animals. By comparing isotopic signatures from different specimens, researchers can paint a clearer picture of the ecosystem in which these dinosaurs lived and how they fit into their diets. Collectively, these microscopic evaluations serve as a microscope into the past, helping us understand not only what dinosaurs ate, but also how they lived and interacted within their environments. This information helps build a detailed narrative about their ecological roles, survival strategies, and evolutionary adaptations over millions of years. Studying dinosaur biomechanics offers valuable insights that can shape modern technology and engineering. Imagine how dinosaurs had to adapt their bodies to move effectively and survive in their environments. By examining their skeletal structures, muscles, and movement patterns, scientists can discover principles of design and efficiency that may be applied to contemporary engineering. For instance, consider the way a massive dinosaur like the long-necked sauropods balanced its weight. Their limbs were specially shaped to distribute mass and support their enormous bodies, which can inspire the design of stronger and lighter structures in engineering. This knowledge can lead to innovations in creating safer buildings, more durable bridges, and efficient vehicles. Additionally, understanding how dinosaurs moved helps in robotics. Engineers can learn from their diverse locomotion styles, whether it was a fast predator or a lumbering herbivore. By mimicking those movements, roboticists can develop machines that navigate various terrains more effectively, much like dinosaurs maneuvered through their habitats. Biomimicry, which is the practice of looking to nature for solutions to human challenges, is another way dinosaur biomechanics can fuel advancements. For instance, the way certain species defended themselves or captured prey might inspire new materials or strategies in protective gear or even artificial limbs. Overall, the study of these ancient creatures not only enriches our knowledge of the past, but also propels forward the frontiers of technology. Every discovery about a dinosaur's mechanics is like unveiling a piece of a puzzle that could lead to groundbreaking improvements in how we design and build for the future. The study of dinosaur metabolism offers fascinating insights into how energy efficiency operates within nature. Dinosaurs lived during a time when the Earth's climate, vegetation, and ecosystems were very different from what we know today. Their size, diet, and environmental conditions influenced how they managed energy and resources. One key aspect is understanding how metabolism affects growth and survival. Dinosaurs ranged from small feathered creatures to massive long-necked giants, and each group had specific ways to maximize energy. Some scientists believe that certain dinosaurs had a metabolism similar to modern birds, which are known for their high energy efficiency. This means they could convert food into energy effectively, helping them to thrive in diverse environments and reproduce quickly. In contrast, other dinosaurs might have functioned with a slower metabolism, akin to modern reptiles. This method would allow them to survive on less food by using stored energy conservatively. This variety in energy strategies reflects how different organisms adapt to their environments and influences the broader ecosystem. Studying these patterns helps researchers understand how energy flow in ecosystems shapes species interactions, survival strategies, and ultimately evolutionary pathways. By analyzing the fossilized remains, including bone structure and isotopic compositions, scientists can infer how dinosaurs obtained and used energy. For example, a dinosaur with lightweight bones may have been more agile and used energy more efficiently than one with heavier bones that needed more fuel to sustain movement. In a larger perspective, examining dinosaur metabolism reveals essential lessons about energy efficiency that can apply to both modern animals and ecosystems. The ongoing research not only enriches our understanding of history, but also provides valuable context for how current species might adapt to changing environments, ensuring effective use of resources in the face of ecological challenges. Dinosaur bones and fossils have sparked human imagination for centuries, giving rise to numerous myths and legends across different cultures. When people first stumbled upon these massive remains, they pondered their origin, often attributing them to mythical creatures or ancient gods. Without an understanding of paleontology, observers filled the gaps of knowledge with stories that blended the known environment with the mysteries of these gigantic bones. For example, in ancient Greece, the discovery of large bones led to legends of giants or cyclopes. These colossal beings were thought to embody strength and power, reflecting the awe inspired by the sheer size of the fossils. In China, some fossils were associated with dragons, creatures embedded deeply in the cultural and mythical framework of society. The skeletal remains seem to fit the descriptions of dragons in lore, with their long spines and unusual shapes, further solidifying the idea that these creatures roamed the earth. In North America, Native American tribes often created stories about the great lizard-like creatures, interpreting fossilized remains as signs of powerful spirits or ancestors. The bones served as links to the past, embodying respect for the Earth's history and the creatures that once inhabited it. Around the world, these relics of the past have provoked awe and fear, leading to the creation of legends. Through stories of these fearsome beasts, cultures articulated life's mysteries, reflecting human curiosity and the desire to understand our environment. As scientific inquiry developed, many of these tales transitioned into an understanding of dinosaurs as ancient animals. However, the impact of myths and legends remains a testament to our fascination with the unknown and the legacy of these magnificent creatures. Throughout history, the discovery of dinosaur fossils has sparked the imagination of writers and filmmakers alike, resulting in a range of intriguing fictional accounts. One of the most famous examples is the novel Jurassic Park, written by Michael Crichton. In this gripping tale, scientists bring dinosaurs back to life through genetic engineering, offering a thrilling exploration of the possibilities and ethical dilemmas of manipulating nature. The story captivates audiences with its vivid depiction of dinosaurs roaming free, while also raising important questions about humanity's responsibility towards the life we create. Another engaging fictional account is Arthur Conan Doyle's The Lost World. In this adventurous narrative, explorers journey to a remote plateau in South America where prehistoric creatures still exist. This book not only captures the wonder of discovering a land untouched by modern civilization, but it also showcases the excitement of encountering dinosaurs in their natural habitat, stimulating curiosity about the past. Additionally, the animated film The Land Before Time introduces audiences to a world of young dinosaurs navigating challenges in their quest for survival and friendship. Through its heartfelt storytelling, it touches on themes of loss, loyalty, and growth while visualizing a dinosaur society that resonates emotionally with viewers. In cinema, King Kong offers a monstrous twist on the theme of dinosaurs. The legendary giant ape confronts a prehistoric world filled with various creatures, including dinosaurs, on Skull Island. This fantastical narrative underscores the enduring fascination with ancient giants and the eternal clash between nature and civilization. These fictional accounts, inspired by actual dinosaur findings, serve not only to entertain but also to educate audiences about the majestic creatures that once roamed the earth. They encourage reflection on how we perceive our past and how we connect with the astonishing world of dinosaurs, blending scientific discovery with imaginative storytelling. The journey of reconstructing dinosaur skeletons has evolved significantly since the first discoveries. Initially, in the early days of paleontology, the understanding of these prehistoric creatures was often based on incomplete fossil finds. Scientists had limited knowledge about the anatomy and behaviors of dinosaurs, so reconstructions tended to be speculative. Mounted skeletons would often feature exaggerated or inaccurately positioned bones, sometimes even incorporating elements from different species. As fossil excavation techniques improved and more complete specimens were unearthed, the approach to reconstructions became more precise. The late 19th and early 20th centuries saw significant advancements. Pioneering paleontologists carefully studied the skeletal structure of these magnificent creatures. They began to understand the relationships between different bones, helping them create more accurate representations of how dinosaurs might have looked and moved. In recent decades, technology has revolutionized the field of paleontology. With the advent of computed tomography, or CT scans, and sophisticated imaging techniques, scientists can now create detailed three-dimensional models of bones that were previously impossible to study directly. These tools allow researchers to examine the internal structure of fossils and assess the effects of various forces on their skeletons over time. Furthermore, the integration of modern biology and comparative anatomy has opened new doors. By comparing fossils to the anatomy of living reptiles and birds, paleontologists can better infer the functionality of certain bones and how dinosaurs might have behaved in their environment. The addition of insights from evolutionary biology has also contributed to a deeper understanding of how specific traits developed over millions of years. Today, the reconstructions of dinosaur skeletons are much more than just static displays. They tell stories of their lives and habitats. The advances in fossil analysis and technology enable scientists not only to depict what dinosaurs looked like, but also to explore concepts like their skin textures, coloration, and even nesting behaviors. This ongoing evolution of technique and knowledge has transformed the way we envision these ancient creatures, making each reconstruction a sophisticated blend of science and artistry. Reconstructing incomplete skeletons presents paleontologists with a range of significant challenges. One primary obstacle is the quality and preservation of the fossils they find. Fossils can be fragmented or damaged, making it difficult to ascertain the complete structure of an organism. When only certain bones remain, identifying how those bones fit together requires a deep understanding of similar species, both living and extinct. Another challenge arises from the potential for variations among individuals. Just as humans come in different shapes and sizes, ancient species displayed diversity as well. Paleontologists must determine whether the skeletal differences they encounter are due to natural variation within a species, different ages, or even diseases. Additionally, the context in which fossils are found plays a crucial role. Fossil beds can be disturbed over millions of years due to geological processes, which might scatter remains or alter the orientation of bones. Without the correct context, determining which bones belong to the same individual or identifying interactions with other species can become tricky. Moreover, interpretations may change as new discoveries are made or as new technologies are developed. For instance, advancements in imaging techniques can reveal details that were previously visible only through physical examination. This ongoing evolution in methods means that paleontologists must remain adaptable and ready to revise their reconstructions. Lastly, there's always an element of speculation involved. When working with incomplete skeletons, paleontologists must often fill in the gaps with reasonable assumptions based on knowledge from related species. While these educated guesses can lead to exciting insights, they are not always completely accurate, which means that reconstructions remain hypotheses until further evidence can either support or debunk them. Each of these challenges makes the work of reconstructing ancient life both demanding and fascinating. The study of dinosaurs is not just the work of paleontologists alone. It draws on various scientific disciplines that come together to create a more complete understanding of these remarkable creatures. First, paleontologists shine a light on dinosaurs by examining their fossilized bones and tracks. These fossils tell stories about their size, structure, and potential behaviors. By analyzing the shape of bones, scientists can infer how dinosaurs moved and interacted with their environment. Geologists play a crucial role by studying the rocks and sediment where fossils are found. They help determine the age of the fossils and the conditions in which dinosaurs lived. By understanding the ancient landscapes, temperature, and climate during the dinosaurs' reign, geologists provide context that enriches our knowledge of their habitats. Biologists contribute by studying the living relatives of dinosaurs, such as birds and reptiles. By examining these modern creatures, biologists can infer behavioral and physiological traits that might have been shared with their ancient ancestors. This connection helps scientists develop theories about how dinosaurs may have cared for their young or what they ate. Furthermore, chemists analyze fossilized remains for traces of ancient proteins and other organic materials. This line of study can reveal vital information about diet, metabolism, and even coloration. When these different scientific lenses combine, analyzing fossils through the geological context, understanding modern relatives, and detecting ancient biological materials, the picture of dinosaur life becomes much richer and more detailed. The collaborative efforts across disciplines provide a multifaceted view, allowing scientists to reconstruct not only how dinosaurs looked and moved, but also how they lived, thrived, and interacted with their changing world. This teamwork transforms fragmented pieces of evidence into a cohesive narrative about a time that shaped the planet millions of years ago. Artists and scientists collaborate to create lifelike depictions of dinosaurs, drawing on each other's expertise to bring these ancient creatures to life. Scientists, often paleontologists, provide crucial information about the physical structures of dinosaurs, including their bones, muscles, and overall anatomy. They analyze fossilized remains to understand not just the size and shape, but also how these creatures might have moved, what they ate, and their environments. With this scientific foundation, artists step in to visualize these insights. They utilize their creativity and understanding of art techniques to reconstruct dinosaurs in a way that is both visually striking and scientifically grounded. Starting with detailed sketches, artists play with colors, textures, and poses, aiming to capture the essence of the creature as it would have existed millions of years ago. This collaboration also involves regular feedback and discussions. Sometimes scientists provide artists with the latest research findings, which can lead to reworking certain features, like the concept of feathers on theropods, which has evolved over recent years. Through these interactions, artists continually refine their depictions to reflect the most accurate